the striatum.
Yes.
Why are you calling it that way?
Because intentionally mispronouncing words is comedy. That's how it works. That's what goes for humor these days.
So I'm gonna be driller, and you'll see how lovely the scout is when you don't have the team. Like, light in this game is such a big part of it, in my opinion. Some people would argue that I can just turn up the brightness on my monitor or whatever, but that's not how we do things here.
I mean, I also feel like if you turn up the brightness so far that you're kind of breaking how the game was meant to be played. That's not really the way to do it. It's like playing a horror game and then turning the brightness all the way up like Gamma 500. No, I can't get scared.
Yeah. And it looks awful.
Yeah, it looks awful.
Washed out and bright, and all the colors are muted. Anyways, I'm gonna buy a bit. Actually, I'm gonna have you guys buy the beers.
Which one do we want? I'll buy.
Usually today's special is what you want to look at. If you can afford it, and if you can...
my team some of that sweet
Right, you have it. I think you have to unlock these one at a time, maybe.
Well, I have bought the drank.
Alright. So this reduces the number of pickaxe hits required to mine walls and such. By 2. So we should be able
be
to hack
careful,
open
we don't
walls
have a
with
driller.
single hit.
Thank you for the drink.
Oh yeah, I'm a
Welcome.
driller.
Wise is now the driller.
Ah, okay.
So we don't have a scout, but we'll see how it goes. I'm thinking that'll just slow us down, but it won't make the mission impossible.
No.
Alright, so someone else picked an assignment, I guess?
Yeah, I picked the one that you need to do. So
Oh, okay.
this one is for your promotion.
Yeah, okay. I'm still confused.
Move it, guys! We're going
That's fine.
planet side!
Basically, I don't know if it's intended that way, but the missions you need to do to get that promotion don't have to be done with the character that's getting the promotion. So I am gunner, but I am doing promotion qualification engineer, because all that matters is that you do the missions, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how it works for some reason.
Mm-hmm.
So, are we ready?
I guess.
Okay, then I am going to... shall we go then?
Yep.
I'm just gonna
Come on, you
Try.
lazy bastards!
gonna try his HE grenade, which is garbage.
Oh, hey,
One of the
you
few
have a
things
very
that was
different
not-
style now.
Hurry up! I ain't getting
I-
younger, you know!
Can't remember what I look like. Is it red and yellow?
It's very
No, it's
white.
all white. Yeah.
It's very white.
White. Huh.
White beard, white beanie.
Oh,
I'm
in that
looking
case,
very vanilla.
I made the adjustments to the wrong outfit. This is my ice look, but I'm running fire now.
But I'm noticing that my customization options were tied to that class. So now I'm looking very vanilla.
Yes.
Yeah, each class, all the items are... Yeah, you have...
Yeah.
You have items for each character, so yeah, you'll need to start from the beginning, I guess.
Indeed. And each class has 3 slots where you can make a loadout, so you can quickly load it whenever you need it. You can switch freely between them. Presets, I guess.
Right.
We picked Task 4, which might be overkill on for our engineer friend here, who's currently at like level 0.
Yeah, I picked that one before I realized we were gonna switch characters. But we'll probably be fine, right?
Probably.
Famous last words, buddy.
Yeah. So
gotta say
currently running.
the shotgun is a bit
Stick-of-flame.
underwhelming.
Yeah, you definitely the support stuff is really good, but in terms of
Yeah, I've never found his shotgun all that.
in terms of fighting, I've never found the engineer very great, but you can put up a decent fight if you just set yourself up somewhere and build those turrets and such.
Yeah, to be fair though, these things change quickly. Like as you level up your weapons and gain overclocks and all that stuff, then that makes a huge difference. It's like, for example, the scout just felt so weak until you got all the different tier upgrades for the weapons.
The grenade launcher, however. I like
Incendiary grenade!
So these big boys, they have some pretty hefty explosion resistance. So
yeah.
using the grenade launcher on them, it's kind of a waste.
No, but it does kind of work if you shoot them from the back.
It does more from the back, yeah. It just doesn't do as much as bullets.
Alright, so about sentries. Do I need to break them down again if I want to move them?
Yeah, you can hold a button to summon them to you.
Hold reload.
Yeah, it'll immediately pack them up and bring them back to you if you do that. So yeah, they're pretty easy to move.
I almost feel like if you can recall them like that, why can't you just point, like, fly here and then redeploy? Maybe that would be overpowered or something. You just set up turrets wherever you please.
Actually, maybe you can do something for me, Thomas. Do you see where I am?
Yes.
Could you put a few platforms here so I can jump down safely? Oh. Oh, sorry.
That was a bit too soon. I think.
I don't know what. I dropped the thing in here and now it's all the way down.
Alright, I'm gonna also inform you that his platforms... There is like an upgrade in the third row for the engineer, and that's where the platform fall damage reduction is. So right now, platforms are... they're basically hard as concrete. So if you fall onto one, it's still gonna hurt.
They'll be more elastic, right? Or rubbery.
Yeah.
Hey, Wise, I have a big problem.
What would that be?
I grabbed one of the aquarks and it dropped into the geyser here. So I can't get to it. Maybe you can because you're the driller.
Ow.
It's
I can do
in,
this. Hold on.
Explosives, boys!
Maybe.
It's in here.
Maybe step away.
Yep.
Explosives!
Yeah, that works.
Kind of. Oh, this is launching me way up. Jeez. I mean, with your pickaxe, you can dig like anywhere I can dig. It just takes a lot longer.
Incoming! Smoke him if you got him.
Down and go!
Can't do it. Yeah, it's too late.
Bang, bang, bang.
They're facing the wrong way.
Uh-oh. I got knocked down.
Stick of flames.
I hope you guys are staying alive in the meantime.
God damn it, there's a pebble in my boot.
Where are you? Oh, you're up there. Oh, Wise is coming to get you?
He is. Thank you, thank you.
I need more
Thank
ammo.
you, brother.
There is more over here.
I need ammo as well. Quite soon.
Oh yeah, do we have enough? I guess we don't have enough nitro yet to bring in help.
I did gather some, but it's not that much now.
Alright.
Got it right between the eyes.
Now we have enough.
What? A decoy?
Stand back. Supply pod inbound.
Wow, alright. They came from nowhere. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Oh, I made a tunnel.
Knock and loaded.
Found some nitro.
Guard. Getting supplies.
Alright, we're making good progress with the Aquarks, at least. Just 2 more. Not so good on the Alpaca Blooms, but
The alpaca blooms.
yeah. I mean, it's a fun way to call them. Oh, ow, blizzard.
Winds are howling.
Looks like rain.
I'm too old for this shit. And all kinds of other grumpy comments.
Grumpy Geralt is best Geralt.
What's the deal with these
Too far.
dropping crystals?
It can't reach that far. Line ready.
That's fun. There is ammo below, by the way.
Ah, yes.
Over here.
Fire.
Alright, I'll throw down one of the 2 Aquarks, and you guys can put it in if you like. There you go.
Where is it?
I'll go grab the other
Grabbing
one.
flowers.
I'm not sure where it is.
Contact. Lock and load.
Oh, I am all the way up here and I instantly got swarmed by the swarm. Wow.
That's a bunch of bugs. How? I hate how they can bite you through the grating of this thing.
Mm-hmm.
Or the catwalk or whatever. It's pretty dumb.
They can bite you in a really metaphysical way. Guess it's a collision thing.
Well, they
Probably.
do a ton of damage.
Should probably be helping you, actually.
You?
Yep, just be
Time
careful
to
of the
run.
big guy approaching you.
Oh, I got hung up on the platform. Great.
Wouldn't want that guy to detonate on both of you, ending the mission.
What is the grenade the engineer has?
That's the lure. I think.
Yeah, the dancing
okay.
distraction.
You throw it out, it lasts for 20 seconds.
What? I'm not even close.
As long as you're inside the big fiery field that you can see. Once you begin to see like floating particles in the air, ash and that, then you're within range of his slam. It's an explosive thing.
Slam dunk.
Ah, yes. There you go.
Come on,
Take this, my
and
pop
slam.
gun.
Welcome to Jet.
This weapon is like woefully inadequate for this. Yeah, can expend all my ammo.
So we have to discuss with Galleons and Clive if we're gonna pick up the forest, right? Because if we're definitely gonna play it, then I'll buy it too. But if it's still up in the air, I think I'll pass.
No, yeah, that makes a lot of sense, honestly. We'll need to, yeah, we'll need to just talk about it.
Right again.
Yeah, it exploded and got hit by one of the clusters. The cannons or the mini turrets on this platform shot it to death.
But yeah, I'm thinking
knowledge.
it depends a bit on what we're gonna do next. Like, for example, I think Clive had mentioned maybe wanting to do some more Don't Starve Together. We could pick up that. We can do some Sea of Thieves as well. Like, we might, depending on how we want to approach it, we can wait with the Tales until Magallian joins us again. But we can always just play Sea of Thieves and explore and do fun stuff. That's a detonator very close to you.
There's another one?
No, you just threw a detonator right near you, and I was a little
That's
worried.
what I wanted to do.
Ah, yes, thank you.
Where'd you go?
Where?
Where'd
Yeah,
you go? There you are. You bounced away.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
No, go grab some ammo.
But don't get me wrong, I'm perfectly fine with getting the forest, but then we just have to decide if that we're gonna play it.
No, yeah, you're absolutely right, and it makes sense. It would be a shame to buy it and then, you know, have it be like an uncertain thing for a few months.
Can't carry anymore.
I completely understand that, and I'd say, yeah, let's just discuss how we want to approach it. Like, do we want to play it with the three of us? Do we want to bring Magallian in and Clive? You know, okay, I'm gonna get incapacitated again because there's too many enemies here.
You're a gunner, right?
Yes.
Don't forget that you have your shield.
Oh yeah,
Which
I keep forgetting it.
I'll try to get to you.
It can't. I mean, if you get into a bad situation, you can just press 4 and then
The swarm is
toss it
upon
out, and you'll be perfectly safe.
Hallo.
Oh, hello.
I shouldn't have dropped.
Oh, it's gezellig hier.
Ja, erg gezellig. Yeah, no, we're both down.
No, you're
sure
falling
what
through the world.
Okay, yeah, I clearly I made a mistake picking Hazard 4. I was like, oh yeah, we did Hazard 3 last time, we're back into it. Hazard 4, boys, but that was clearly a mistake. I apologize.
I'm level 0, so yeah.
Yeah, it was a bad idea.
Yeah, I would say Has 4 is like highly. That's like the baseline of the game. Like once you gain some experience and you have like good weapon upgrades and such.
My camera is doing weird stuff. It's jumping.
Oh yeah, wow.
Yeah, where are you? Oh yeah, you're still falling through the stage. That happens sometimes.
No, I think my body is near Aryan.
Yeah,
but
we're
my
both
camera is like jumping up and down. But I am
Gosh,
vibrating.
it's a lot of crap.
I am vibrating.
Uh-oh, Wise, don't go down.
It's fine.
Nitro's been withdrawn and supply pod is inbound.
The game was like, oh, this is a cute rescue mission, huh?
Yeah.
Think again, bucko.
Yep.
Almost out of ammo.
Yeah, the flamethrower can chew through ammo very fast.
It does. And I'm also using like an unusual thing for it.
Are you using
Yeah.
the cryo version?
No.
Ah, yes, C4. Very nice.
A little C4 knocking at your door.
I'm using sticky fuel. Just,
Mm-hmm.
Hey. Which leaves like this trail of pretty long-lasting fire on the ground.
Yeah.
When using that mod, you get like way less ammo. Hey, go away. I love the C4.
Thank you.
And we should all grab a resupply because it also heals.
We should also
Thank
get
you.
out of here soon because
Friendlies! Friendlies!
I mean, yeah, I always. Oh, when we call down a resupply, just grab one.
Ammo taken. Ready.
I'm taking some of the ammo.
We should be getting out of here soon because point extractions intensify over time. Once you cross the,
Objective completed.
I think it's like the 15-minute mark, then you get enemies every 30 seconds.
Yeah, well, we have everything, so let's just go.
You secured yourself a nice bonus.
Me too.
Okay, we're launching the rocket then.
Alright, go ahead.
Mine launched.
There is one supply for someone else.
Wise, you should grab that because your health is bad.
I've already taken 2 from this one. But okay.
Yeah, but why not your health?
You saved us. Oh,
Yeah, you don't get a lot of ammo with this one.
yeah, I need to pay attention to my sentries because they're out of ammo
Oh yeah.
all the time.
That's a lot of bugs. Aha! Eat my fire.
Well. It got a little bit hairy back there, but it looks
Shield charged.
like we
Born ready.
might get through this.
Clipping guard. Like that.
Oh, where's the Glyphic guard?
Ah, we've drawn a line in the walls.
What are you trying to say, Wise? What's
There
the
you
message?
go. So Frazzers are weak to bullets and pickaxes.
Pickaxes too?
Yeah, I'm sure you noticed just then.
Yeah.
Keep it together. Drop pod is en route.
Alright, drop off time. In this direction. I know the way.
Pressure is dead.
I'm down.
Pod has arrived. Clock is ticking. All up to you, team.
Oh. Oh.
Drop pod departing.
I'm dying too.
T-minus 3 minutes.
Well, this is unfortunate.
This is quite unfortunate, yes.
I hear a bulk detonator. I'm thinking I'm just gonna get out of here.
How could you? Yeah, that might be the best idea, honestly.
Down there.
Just be careful you don't get killed too. Call down a resupply if you must for some extra health.
Yeah, you're close.
Don't have enough ammo for it. Well, we win anyways. We just
Well,
lose out on a bunch of survival bonus money.
It's fine.
Yeah. When the drop pod comes in, you can take out your terrain scanner and then use the scroll wheel to zoom out and then quickly have a look around, see where it lands.
what do we have here?
Wait, I don't have a beanie on me. I have the right look here.
Yeah, you changed. Because when we started the mission, you were definitely different.
Yeah, this is the fire look.
Yeah, you definitely look like completely white, like very pale initially, but now not anymore.
Crap. Do I still got
Heavy
all my
duty
limbs?
assignment
We could
complete.
consider an easier mission next time.
Sweet.
Heavy duty. What now?
That was the assignment completed, I guess.
Yeah, but we both need to do another one, I think.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think we need to do 2 more, right?
I need one more, you need one more. Shall we do mine this time?
All right.
Okay, Haunted Cave, it says. Shall we go for Hazard 3 then?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Your mission is ready. The pod is prepped. Get on board the drop pod.
What does it mean when it's haunted, huh?
You'll see.
Okay, sounds exciting.
Like that.
You know, you're not being paid by the hour. Get to work.
Just a perk for me. Unlocked.
Alright, let me just see if there's anything I can level up.
Yep. Meanwhile, there are beers here.
Been working my ass off to get this.
You boys better be better miners than you are dancers.
Modification bought.
Orders from management. Stop dancing and get
Oh hey
to it.
Wise, I want your opinion on something here. So for the shield, you can pick either the larger area, the longer duration, or that the shield's properties last a bit after you leave it.
I use duration, but I mean it's if money's tight, then duration.
Wicked.
Sounds
I
good.
think larger bubble is only useful in very like certain situations. Like for example, escort mission when you escort the big drill, I think the large bubble covers the whole drill if you take that. Otherwise it doesn't. But I don't know. With good placement, size doesn't matter.
Right.
That's what she said.
I knew that was coming, but yeah.
I know, you can't resist it. Man, I wish it would just be Friday already. Me and my friends have already made some plans for the Friday. Games and just take it easy.
That sounds like a good plan.
Always is.
Nope. This
Apparently my second brother, I
What
have
about this one?
3. Second one, his GF, they live together, they have a house together and all that. So she caught COVID, and he probably has it too now, of course. Which is, it's creeping closer.
Oh.
First case in our family in this part of the country, anyways.
Hmm.
And they don't yet know where they got it from. And they feel fine right now, so it's not an issue at all. But they don't know where they got it from. And fortunately, it's like last time I hung out with them was 9 days ago. So, and I don't feel anything. So, I managed to avoid it.
That's good, at least.
Yeah. Yeah, it would kind of suck to fall on the finish line like this because of my job that starts next Monday, and then, you know, first thing I have to do is call in sick. That would suck because there's like a 2-week requirement in Sweden. If you catch COVID, you have to stay at home for 2 weeks until you no longer feel any symptoms.
Right.
And then most, if not all, workplaces require you to take a test before you come in again. It's just a big hassle and it costs money.
About to lay.
Drop sequence initiating. Fasten your seatbelts.
I'll drink the... okay, so can we go after we drink the alcohol?
Yes, that's a buff
I already
beer. It's
drunk
the
it.
same as last time.
The
Always
alcohol.
drink those.
Alcohol.
Let's roll. Oh yeah.
Fortune be with us.
Let's
Alright,
get
then
it.
let's
Drop
go...
sequence initiating.
This rock is gonna be the death of us.
Get ready to rumble.
Oh, this is refinery, right.
Liquid Morkite team, set up pipelines, fill the on-site
Morkite.
refinery, and launch the goods back to orbit. Nothing could be simpler. Get to work, Roughnecks.
Yes.
Got a native fight breeder here.
Freaking awful.
Native fight breeder eliminated. Let's show them some
So,
Hold your fire, you cannot break them of Lord.
fight the fear. What is this abomination?
Unknown horror.
Watch out. It's big and it's dangerous.
This
And it's-
horror thinks it can kill us.
and it's unkillable.
Been wrong.
Okay, that's scary.
it will chase you throughout the entire mission.
Will it kill you if it touches you, or
Humpjack requested and is
how does it
inbound.
work?
It will slam the ground. And it hurts.
Humpjack launched. Stay clear from the impact zone.
Although it's Unfortunately, it's not like an insta-kill, but it hurts.
Right.
Scary.
Danger! Don't get too close. Down the hatch.
So, let's see. Do you remember how to do this one? yeah, you
Mostly, yeah.
Over here by the market point. It's about to go.
Oh, felt my
Ow.
game almost crashed.
Actually, the engineer is super useful in missions like this, right?
I think we're actually doing all
Ow.
right so far.
And the driller.
Oh, you're dying?
Ow.
Okay.
It
This
turns
thing.
out the ghost can hurt you quite a bit.
Oh yeah.
This horror thinks it can kill us.
I'll try to revive you. I hope the horror won't kill me in the meantime. There we go. Shield up. Okay.
Yeah, you're the gunner. You can just plop down a shield on
Yeah,
top of him.
yeah.
and,
Just to be safe. Just to be safe.
I do appreciate it. Thank you.
You're welcome. Ooh, they're pretty creepy, these horrors.
I'm gonna go see if I can find the other wells. Yeah, I hear
Alright.
one.
Do we have a deposit?
Yeah, this is.
Oh, right. Sorry. Yeah.
Yeah.
bit
You
slow
need to go to
today.
the.
I'm a bit slow today.
Yeah, you need to go to the mining head.
Yeah.
Request accepted. Stand clear. Pump jack inbound.
Just gathering resources off the ground right now, because the place where I want to go is very, very haunted at this moment.
Let's
Over
see.
300 haunted. Be careful. Ugh. Okay, this is one situation in which I really miss being an engineer. Way better mobility.
What do you want to do?
I need to build a pipeline down here, but
You guys should try the scout someday if you want a mobility, because he has the best in the. That's like by far the best in the game. You can literally get anywhere.
okay, I've managed to connect one of the pumps.
Yeah.
I'm the king of pipes! So long, suckers!
Let's see. Where's the third pump? It's probably in this door.
Ow.
For rich. For rich.
Pump jack connected to refinery.
Okay. Number 2 has been connected.
Good. So this is a nice central location, so I'm gonna do this.
Supply plant requisition.
Let's-
Launching now.
Right.
What happened?
That happened. Big bad thing. Now it's chasing me.
I could use some of those supplies as well. I'm coming your way, Thomas. 1 second.
Thank you.
You can revive him now. The ghost is on me. Oh, he turned around. It's on you.
Okay,
It
run.
did the 180.
He noticed me trying to save you. He was like, "Excuse me."
Oh, we have
Are
all
you
the
trying
bombs.
to cooperate?
Yeah.
I'll have none of that. Thank you.
Another day at the office. Pipelines in place.
That one is short, nice and easy.
Watch and learn. Shields ready again.
Alright. I know where to build this, because I drilled a bit of a tunnel.
Ready to be built.
No chill.
Yeah, we are in the no chill zone, that's for darn sure. Okay, have all the other pipelines been established so we can build them? Or, like, is it all connected? Because
No, it is. Just got two connected. So I can build. In the meantime,
A big swarm is approaching.
yeah.
Okay, I'll start working on another one of the pipelines then. 2 is connected. I'm not sure which one I'm doing right now, 1 or 3, but it is one of them.
I'm deploying sentries.
Oh, where?
Big one, team.
That ghost, man.
Yeah, it's quite
Yeah.
challenging thing to deal with, on top of everything else.
Yeah, it kind of forces you to keep moving,
I'm with you, you beardless thunderbuck.
coming back. Just connecting a bunch of stuff.
A bubble would be nice.
Where are you?
I'm near the. Thank you. Oh, it still can punch through the shield.
Grab a resupply to heal, I think.
I already took one, so
I think you can take another one. At least as far as I'm concerned, go straight for it. That's what they're for.
Indeed.
all right. Thank you.
More ammo.
Shield charge.
Grabbing ammo.
Yeah.
Yeah. Take a
Oh, sorry.
The wave is almost
problem.
over. Wipe out what's left.
Alright. Let's continue building them pipelines then.
It's ready.
Where did you come from?
Just
Mission control
from the
wouldn't
base.
know a monkey wrench from a glyph its arse. Yeah.
Ooh, this one is quite a ways off, isn't it?
And segment done.
No, not really.
Well, it's much further away than number 2, which is very
Another
close.
segment ready.
Another pump jack connected to the refinery. Just one more to go.
Hello to Ghosty Boy.
A ghost!
I think I saw a mushroom
Scoot.
somewhere around here.
All lights read green. Pipelines and pump jacks are all in place, and the liquid morkite is waiting. Return to the refinery and start up the pump sequence.
Shall we initiate?
1 second, please.
Shield up.
All right.
Just had to get back to some steady ground. Alright, feel free to start.
And start. Oh, the ghost one is
The
near.
liquid morkite is
It
being
came for me.
extracted. Refinery and all pump jacks are working at full capacity. Be warned, the noise
I
will
like
draw
how
the
it just
locals, so stay on
instantly
your toes and
removes
do
your
what you
shield.
can to protect and maintain the equipment.
To be fair, the shield is...
A secondary objective has been achieved. Bonus will be transferred
Yeah,
to
about that
the
equipment,
mission
there's a
position.
ghost bug crawling all over
Lock
it.
and load, team. Swarm incoming. Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Ready to kill some more great star.
Ah, but I can slow it with the flames.
25%.
Let's see. Thomas, where are you?
I'm at the base.
Alright, we're a ways away from it. Like here-ish. If you're here, I can put a shield on you. I'll come towards you.
I don't even know where you are.
And now I am at the base.
Warden down. Now kill the rest of them.
Oh, right,
Pipeline repaired, but other pipelines are still malfunctioning.
Ghost, please.
Ramming speed.
Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system. You fixed the problem. Everything is running smoothly again. Wave
Cold,
alert.
eh?
The noise from the refinery is attracting the bugs. Get ready for a scuffle.
Hey, 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 hey.
Pump sequence 50%. Keep all systems running, and we're done in no time.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome. You can grab one of them supplies if you want to heal up.
Oh, there's a ghost after me.
Oh, right.
Function along the pipeline. Maintenance crew, to work.
To work.
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to clear all malfunctions in order for the refinery to run. This pipeline is fixed, but there are more outstanding issues.
Whoever put this up did a shitty job.
Machinery is running again. Well done.
Thomas, you want to grab this resupply?
Yeah, that's possible. Thank you.
Alright, I'll make sure you can't get bothered while you do it.
Thank you.
No problem.
Bugs? Lots of them. Pump sequence at 75%. Let's squeeze those wells dry.
Be careful of the flyers.
Right. And the ghosts. Ow.
You don't want to be persuaded.
Yeah.
Supply pod launched. Let us stand
Double
back.
Joe.
The pipelines are jammed. You need to maintain it.
That ghost is pretty strong. Thank you.
Grabbing ammo.
Yeah, it packs a punch, that's for sure. Oh.
Well, at least it ain't an insta-kill.
This pipeline is fixed, but you need to
It sure feels that
in
way.
order for the refinery to run. Pipeline functional again. However, we still have malfunctions in the system.
And here's the last
The
one.
extraction of liquid morkite is running again. Keep up the good work. We'll be done in no time. Pump sequence
Hit the
completed.
button.
All the liquid morkite has been refined, and the cargo rocket is loaded and awaiting your go.
Oh, I
press
got
it?
knocked
Press the
down.
launch button
Oops.
when you're ready.
Yeah, launch rocket.
Yep.
Okay, I'm down though.
Yeah, we'll get you.
I gotta look at the rocket. I like rockets.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
So much better than walking.
I was on the pipeline grinding, and then I grinded towards the
Well
ghost.
done.
Like, oh,
Cargo rocket is
abort,
returning to
abort.
orbit. We're sending in the drop pod to get you out. Hang tight.
Oh, I'm down again. Should have grabbed a resupply while I could. Whoops.
Oh, you're over there.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
For the dead.
Thank you, thank you.
Getting more ammo.
Right. Grab a resupply and then it's go time.
Points on it.
Let's see, where is the drop
Just to
pod? It's
hold
over
them up.
yonder.
Mark.
I will drill there.
Of course, I have portal guns or platform guns, and I don't use them.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 2 minutes.
This is too spicy.
Hurry up. Drop pod is hanging around forever. I was shield charge ready to blow. Shield blade. Ammo left. Ammo whip. That's flame.
Yeah, I just built a turret right at the door. Makes me feel safe.
Retrieving escape pod.
Spicy.
Okay, well done everyone.
Well done indeed.
Wasn't too bad.
What's this?
So, do we just have like one mission left for for quantum use?
I should be done, and I think Thomas needs one more.
All right, that means you can go and promote your character, but you have to do it
Congratulations,
with no
Miner.
people in the lobby.
You've proven your worth for the company.
If it says
and
congratulations, you
management
can
are putting
go
off for a
promote.
promotion.
Pretty hard.
Sweet promotion awaits you.
If you can afford it.
Are you talking to Arya now?
Yes.
Oh, I need to not be on a team apparently.
Yes.
Claim.
So what should I do that later then, or should I temporarily step out of this group and do it then, or what?
I mean, if you want to go back to using that character, then do it now.
Oh yeah, no,
And
no,
at
no.
the same-
I'll stick with the gunner for now then.
All right, and at the same time, but I wonder if it was so long ago that I did the very first promotion that I don't remember what it unlocks exactly. It might unlock an achievement that you might want to select, but you could always do that after this one, I guess.
Yeah,
After this.
there's no rush.
No.
All right. So this is one of those protect missions.
Yes.
Skull crushers for everyone, just pour it up.
Let's see, how long is this gonna be? Oh, it's just one stop. That's nice.
Lloyd, you're my kind of drone.
Rockin' yeah. Feeling much better now. Rockin' stove. Cheers, Mike.
Get in
Keep it up, Lloyd. Yeah.
So if we're gonna do that forest,
As he moves,
when would that have to
team,
be?
Now quit it.
On the weekends?
They don't pay you enough, Lloyd. By the beard.
Alright, is it time for this mission?
I think so.
Alright. It'll be nice to not have ghosts after us, that's for sure.
Let's leave.
Drop sequence
Yeah.
initiating. Fasten
It's one of those modifiers that not a lot of people like. I think it's interesting and can be fun in some missions because it does put a lot of pressure on the team.
Oh yeah, it keeps you moving, that's for sure.
Yes. Sometimes you run into these fun situations where you have like a bulk detonator in front of you and then the ghost next to you. You have to... I don't know, that's when the driller usually has to like drill an emergency tunnel in like any direction but those two directions. Tired already?
Yes.
Well, I say that I took a nap earlier today. I spent about 3 hours outdoors today.
I hate this damn planet.
One of those hours was just me sitting in the sun, taking it all in. It was super nice. I probably could have just slept and fallen asleep right there.
It can be kind of nice to just nap for a bit while...
Fossil here.
We have detected an Amaran
Just
Hearthstone
relaxing.
in the region. Your job will be to escort and maintain
I felt like I
the
had to do it because I
autonomous bulldozer as it homes in
I
on
took
the
a really,
Hearthstone.
really long walk
Buckle up, team.
today, and then when I got home, I went for a pretty large meal. That can make me tired. That can make me feel sluggish, I should say.
Yeah.
It's
That
very
happens.
normal.
Watch
Yeah.
out. Drill dozer approaching landing zone.
Get mine up. Go. Nice. Smooth. Getting closer to our quota. Marker up.
Oh right, it's whatchamacallit again.
Here I come. I call for the news.
I was gonna say Betsy, but that's not the name, right?
Yeah, I was trying to remember because I had Molly in my head, but that's not... Molly is the standard crawler
Drill
thing.
dozer moving. Everything looks fine, but expect that to change soon.
Man, it's been a long time since I've gone Fire Driller. I'm not a huge Driller fan, to be honest, so I don't play the class much.
How could you?
Just nothing.
We got an incoming swarm. Please remember that the drill dozer is
Why
top
can't I
priority.
place my turret on the moving thing?
Sadly, yeah, that's one problem I had with missions like this with the engineer. You kind of have to place your stuff behind or ahead to make it work. Not my favorite.
Repair the drill dozer! You! Damn it!
Go get him, boy.
See if I can grab the stuff we missed here. Didn't miss anything.
Fire in the hole!
see we're doubling down on the fire. Did you buy that grenade just now?
No, I've had it for a while. But I only use it on special occasions.
I'm the damn commander!
Oh, a detonator right on us. That was scary.
What?
There was a detonator right on us. The left side needs help. Okay, I think we got it under control. Boy, it breaks quickly.
Does this?
Spitball? Whoop.
Oh, we can't just went straight for it.
Has stopped.
Where's the other one?
Fuel canisters are all dry as a bone. Refill them, and we will have this show on the road again soon.
Ooh, left side is down to 60%. Very bad, very bad.
Yeah, that thing that spits at him does a lot of damage. That thing.
Supplies are on the way.
Oh boy, stop whining.
Watch where you're shooting, moron! Vaporize! Booyah! Ammo tank! Never felt better! Baby! Doretta is purring like a kitten.
Getting supplies!
Let's see, where's the stuff?
Oil shield!
I'm gonna go grow. I'm gonna go grab stuff. Secondary objective and all that.
Makes sense. Just be careful we don't let that happen.
Down it goes!
Explosive!
Oh, yeah, alright, go.
Oi! We're forgetting the dozer! Loretta repaired!
No, we're not.
The drill dozer is under attack. Get it fixed up before we lose it.
A lot of bad stuff.
The lure is actually pretty great to keep them off the driller.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like it.
So lure lasts for 20 seconds and it attracts 10 bugs to it. And if you kill bugs, then another one is gonna take its place. So it will keep attracting stuff until it either gets destroyed or until it runs out. And you get 6 of them, I believe.
I needed that!
How do you mine that stuff again?
Grab the canister and then shoot at the
Ah.
fuel stuff.
That's what it, yeah.
Hope the bandage stays on!
Bother. I'm working here. Come on.
Yeah, these bugs are pretty rude, just bothering us while we're trying to do stuff.
Yeah.
No professionalism.
Nope.
While we're trying to drain their planet of resources.
Canister fueled and ready!
Alright, that's one canister ready to go.
Canister plate. We will have Doretta up and running again soon. Oh, Uncart balls, this is heavy.
This one is almost full. Don't think that will be enough.
Should be.
Doretta.
Those spitters need to leave us alone already.
Oh yeah.
Alright, are we ready to go?
Red sugar.
As soon as I put this in,
Canister in.
Drill dozer
Very nice.
fueled and ready to go.
resupply.
Some of the air.
One of you can take another seat resupply. Preferably the captain.
Ready for some more crazy.
Doretta, yield.
Stop. Nasty.
Time to leave? Time to go?
Drill dozer moving. Try
Yes.
to keep up and guard it with your life.
Give me a hand,
What's in
guys.
blood?
A marvelous piece of engineering. Doretta needs to make safety back to get one piece.
I missed the flamethrower.
It is quite an effective weapon.
Yeah, let's keep the engineer flamethrower instead.
Attention team, to keep the drill dozer running at full capacity, you need to keep it clear of bugs. Also, we got an incoming swarm.
Huh.
This bad boy. So many sons.
Sentries are needed assembly.
We need to protect Doretta.
Rock and roll.
What the fire? That's now.
Praetorian down.
This point seems to be in the tooth.
It's kind of cool to just set a tunnel on fire while they try to follow you.
Yeah, it's quite cinematic too.
Oh, I've been grabbed by one of those things. Thank you.
That's the hologram skipping its bump.
Damn it.
Oh, we have a cargo crate here.
Incendiary.
We're gonna want to come back to that.
If we can, yeah.
Planetary joke. Why are you shooting at me?
Oh, there it is. It was actually surprisingly close. You should be able to grab the stuff inside real quick. Now.
Here's something for you to play with.
New victory move, handstand.
Oh, I wasn't able to grab the thing. Can someone go to Doretta? I'll.
Yeah. She slows down when you leave her. So there's no, you don't risk losing her if you leave her.
Alright, we're here.
Drill Dozer has reached the target. The Omeran Heartstone is jamming our readings, but we expect heavy pressure when the drilling commences. Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way. Hang in there. Supplies are on the way. Supply drop has been ordered and is on the way.
Look around this. See if I can see more stuff. Oh yeah. Fossil. Oh. Ow. That fossil is kind of up there.
My platform.
Oh. Where is the there's the fossil. Ah! Ow. Right. Gonna need one more.
Oh,
I mean, maybe we can just grab it on the way out.
Hope the bandage stays
If
on.
we don't see it in this room. The fossils have a faint...
careful, bomb.
Thank you.
Lamp oil,
Oh,
bro.
I see one.
Rear.
I'm taking some of the air. Come here. Dozer.
Secondary objective completed. Fine job.
Right. Let's go.
Extraction commencing. Drill Dozer running at full steam. Stay alert, team. The noise and vibrations are attracting the bugs. Incoming swarm. Keep the dozer safe. Swarm, they're here.
This techno music. Fire starter. Time for a decoy.
Let them burn.
Is that dancing dwarf doing the Fortnite dance?
Yes,
And why?
because it's what the kids like, I guess.
So far, so good.
Okay, well, that's awful.
Well, certainly it draws the attention.
So we gotta focus on these rocks because they do massive damage. This is when it's good to put a shield like that.
I'm down, actually. I tried to put a shield, but it went through the Reda onto the ground.
Okay. I tried to revive you just at the moment you were about to be revived.
Oh,
Well,
The drill dozer has sustained permanent damage. Step up your game, team.
well, with my current weapons, there's not much I can do to damage these.
the right side, we should probably not lose that too.
Ow. Thankfully, this phase is over now. We only lost the one part.
Well, we're about to lose the other part that we owned.
We got a big horde of enemy is approaching the drill dozer. Defend it or die trying. The drill dozer is at the halfway point. Keep it running.
Tom, yeah, you're grabbing a resupply?
Yeah.
So the part with the rocks, that's usually where these ends run, actually.
Yeah, it's true. Those are quite challenging to deal with.
If you have the wrong weapons, yeah. And I don't have like stuff that does a lot of damage.
Oh, careful detonator.
Detonator.
Yeah, next to
Oh, you mean like
Thomas.
the small ones?
Okay, if you watch the trailer, I can help him, or vice versa.
Oh yeah.
I'm certainly making it more difficult for you guys.
Nah.
Thank you.
You are welcome.
Explosive. Right. Beretta, repair.
Your the turrets are very helpful. Maintaining control over the field. Oh, this thing breaks so quickly, though.
Shield charge.
Extraction at 75%. Almost there.
Oh yeah.
What was that noise?
Damn it.
These things.
Someone debug the dozer.
Shoot the tip.
Swarm detected. Keep the drill dozer operational at all costs. Swarm! I repeat, swarm!
Yeah, you gotta shoot the very tip, otherwise it won't break.
Right.
Right.
Here, get it.
Protect the dozer!
Have a with this. Keep those bloody
Wanna give it a practice shot? That ain't doing a lot of damage though. Not on this difficulty. That works too.
Purring like a kid. What? Getting more ammo.
All right, I think we did
Served
it.
its purpose. The Heartstone is ours. Deposit it and wrap up the mission.
Oh, little body. Look what I caught you. Beretta deserves better.
Oh hey,
Oh, please.
you can take. She has her head now.
Iron Heartstone secured. Press the button on the mule.
That was a community
and we'll
request.
send in the drop pod.
Yeah, I remember that being a big thing. Her head comes off. We should bring it back.
Of course. Yeah, people felt bad about leaving her behind. So they wanted to. Can we take the head, please?
Kill some more.
Or take her back home?
Yep. Do we just need to carry it all the way? How does that go?
What? You gotta carry it all the way back to the...
All right, that's fine. Shall we go then?
Yeah. It's weird how this is also a complaint. And I think they haven't fixed yet.
Drop pod departing
What?
in T-minus
The
5
flames,
minutes.
they give no light.
Oh,
Which is strange.
that is pretty weird.
It's me, you arsewide.
Like if I set fire to something in the darkness over here. It's like no light.
We're rich.
I don't know what it is today, but the encoder keeps getting overloaded, lagging the stream. It's bad. don't know. I mean, it's not like this game is that visually intense.
No.
Well, can be, I guess.
Drop pod departing in T-minus
I mean,
4 minutes.
First-person shooters are quite... They're not static, right? In the video footage. Not sure if that is a problem.
Where is the Reda's head? I just had it.
Here.
The mule has docked, initiating launch.
Oh, you have? Okay.
It's faster to throw it ahead of you.
Well, let's make sure the Reda is safe in the drop pod then.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 3 minutes.
Ah, look at that. Safely returned.
He's gone. He fought well.
Yeah.
I was born ready. Explosive fire. Hold your breath, lads. It was my right. Over.
Okay.
That's one for the books. Retrieving escape pod.
Ready.
Good job.
Yes, well done, well done.
Getting stupid message requests on Facebook. And the message reads, I need sex. Here's my contact details, baby.
It's a bit forward.
Yeah, I mean, I guess that's one way to start a relationship. But yeah, those bots like that are on every social media, and they're quite something.
They are.
It's been so long since I've been on Facebook.
Yeah, I mean, who uses Facebook these days?
Well, I don't use it much, let's just put it that way. Oof, another refinery. Dang it.
Alright, so that means you're ready to promote as well, right, Thomas?
Assignment mission 2 of 3 complete.
What?
Just got one more.
Yeah, 2 of 3.
2 of 3? Wow. Alright, well then
Heavy
let's do that
duty.
last one as well.
Yeah, let's see if we can speedrun this one.
Orbital insertion sequence initiated. Board the drop pod.
Buff bear.
You deserve a tip for filling our mugs. Oh, I needed that. Never felt better.
Right. Should have a drink before we go.
So red rock blaster gives you 30% extra HP.
Yes.
Very nice.
It's a good one.
Could you please hurry up? We're
Oh,
leaving.
1 second. There's some stuff I might want to buy right now.
Got to have upgrades.
Ah, yeah, the Dutch game industry Facebook group.
The what now?
There was a Facebook
mod
group
for me.
me and Arjen were part of. It's called the Dutch Game Industry Facebook group.
Yeah.
And I just recalled it exists. Pretty
And-
interesting to see people still post there.
Remember when people on there were fighting like about the validity of serious games and all that?
Yeah, and I see one of the people who most often comments is the one we both know, or at least from name. It's Mr. Roker here.
Oh yeah, him. Yeah.
So what do you mean the merits of serious games? Why can't games be serious?
Oh, okay. So you know, games that serve another purpose than entertainment. So educational games, games that are meant to fulfill some kind of function. Those are called serious games. Although our school prefer to call them applied games, maybe because the word serious sounds boring. And some people really swear by them as educational tools or otherwise. You know, tools for therapy, tools for learning, tools for whatever. And some people say, well, that doesn't really work. Or at least they dispute the effectiveness of games as such
Of
a
course
thing.
it works.
Well, and now the ironic part is that gamification and game-based learning are all about implementing entertainment elements into into the more applied game section, right? So it's pretty interesting to see people have a fuss about the terminology, and it's in the end all about there should be one and the same.
Incendiary grenade!
As much as you can, obviously.
Yeah, it did cause some interesting discussions, though. I guess.
Starfleet down.
Right. I mean,
Well, ideally, serious games or applied games are just as compelling as entertainment games, right? And that
who here?
distinction serves nobody, really.
No, I mean, and who here hasn't like played games in order to learn? I guess a kid.
Yeah, but I guess it's when the game's dominant purpose is to fulfill that function rather than to entertain. I personally think that's perfectly a valid thing to do, although I always will appreciate entertainment above all.
I mean,
Die a little inside every time.
I think it's probably beneficial if the game is fun too, because if it's,
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's like learning. Learning something new can be made fun, or it can be made incredibly boring, and all you do is just read stuff instead of, I don't know. I don't really know how to explain it.
I'll make you recognize.
Yeah, it's true. It's easier to learn when it's made compelling or entertaining.
Yeah, and
and-
it keeps you coming back.
Yep.
I would say.
My personal opinion, and I guess designers... Oh, I'm sorry. Wise, were you saying something?
That thing is dumb. Also,
Yeah.
I see the last well. It's like all the way up there. I'm gonna dig a long, long tunnel. Here we go.
Return your bullet!
Sentry's dead! Go get him, boy! Let's show them some pain!
Yeah, what did you want to say, Thomas, about applied games and such?
Yeah, I've thought about this quite a bit, and I think what most games, whether or not they're applied or entertainment, what makes them interesting and compelling is the fact that you're learning, whether or not it's, oh, I need to shoot the ball a bit higher in order to score a goal, or, oh, now I understand this very complicated financial terminology, for example. Right, it all boils down to learning something, whether or not it's muscle memory or like knowledge.
This is
So-
interesting, but
and-
where
and
does
that-
that leave games that aren't fundamentally skill based? Because this is true of everything that involves a skill or knowledge.
No, not at all. It involves narrative games too, because in narrative games you explore a certain story, you have protagonists and a mystery to uncover, right? And that's also a form of learning. Like you have something to uncover. And that sense of novelty is what's compelling, I guess. That's how I would see it.
It's an interesting way of looking at it.
That wasn't too bad.
And I think bad entertainment games and bad applied games fail to make that learning process compelling.
The Morkite must flow.
In which something novel happens, something of the player creativity is asked, for example.
Yeah.
Certainly helps if it's compelling. If it's a subject you're not like totally into, then it helps.
Yeah, because you can deconstruct any game and call it applied if you view it in the right way. For example, in Deep Rock Galactic, we're now learning how to apply spatial awareness to make sure the pump lines are placed correctly, right? And if you frame it like that, then all of a sudden it can be used as an applied game.
Yeah, I guess, but I think when people think about applied games, they're thinking of a very specific application. Because it's definitely true that games have always had their uses as ways to train, you know, hand-eye coordination and such, and memory. But considering that is a part of most like skill or reflex-based games, does that make all those games applied in a certain sense?
Yes. Well, it all depends on the context, of course, as you mentioned. Do we have ammunition?
No.
I would like some. I'll call in thing if you don't mind.
Roger that. Supplies are coming.
Yeah, go for it.
Thankfully, the layout of this one is a lot easier, so we're gonna get pipe set up pretty quick.
But Arjen, can you reframe your or ask the question again? Because I'm not sure if I've understood you well enough.
Basically, what I guess I'm wondering is, by this definition, like what you said, is basically, depending on how you look at it, any game can be applied. And my line of thought is, what if I guess that's true, but in some cases the application would be very broad, right? Like, okay, this game mostly teaches you this game, and there is some residual skill gain in eye-hand coordination, maybe, or memory, but it isn't. Isn't it too unspecific to be considered applied? I guess that's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah, I mean, of course, it is very broad, but at the same time, we have examples of Assassin's Creed being used in history lessons, right? It's like you have these entertainment games like Minecraft, for instance, that are used in an education framework. So all I'm saying is, whatever framework you choose can make any game, to some extent, educational.
I mean,
granted, not every game is good at that, right? Because lots of action games boil down to hand-eye coordination.
That's true.
Well, I don't think the devs were aiming to teach you anything in this game.
No, and I'm not talking about the intention of the devs. More like
It's a lot of bugs.
For example, say you're a psychiatrist, right? And you're dealing with someone who's scared of bugs. Exposure therapy is all about gradual exposure to the thing you're afraid of. A game like this is all about bugs. And it's not, granted, it's not gradual, because they come in waves. But it's, you know what I mean? Is you can retool it, like like exposure
suppose.
therapy.
Yeah, it's interesting because we're talking in a reverse order there. Like, instead of having the game be
Yeah.
applied, we apply it in a sense.
Yeah, exactly.
And if viewed from that angle, yeah, you can apply. I mean, games are just many interacting systems. You can apply them in so many ways, after all.
Yeah,
Oh, it's certainly good therapy to kill bugs. No matter how you look at it.
and I've read an article about a psychiatrist trying to use horror games for people who. What she found was that there are people who use horror games, light horror games, to train themselves how to deal with life, right? With facing scary situations, because in horror games that's all you do.
Yeah.
Incoming wave.
It's very tense, very stressful scenarios that you run through in a horror game,
Pump sequence at
and in that way, it's
as planned.
quite similar to doing exercise, basically, right? With gradual improvements, exposure.
Yeah.
So yeah, all I'm saying is I think to some degree it's I'm not sure if foolhardy is the right word, but it's it's not really useful to talk about entertainment and applied games. Certainly if you view them all as games.
Well, they.
Because they try to make an applied game without considering using entertainment elements. Right? You'll make a game that's quite boring to play, not very fun.
Yeah, you need entertainment to make it work. Yeah, otherwise the point of having it be a game is a bit off.
Yeah, you missed the compelling part.
It needs to entertain to some degree. That's absolutely true. And I think people like the comparison between applied or serious games and entertainment games, as people make them, I think is usually also a very unflattering one, because many of those games that are considered applied or serious games are perhaps not considered very good. Like, obviously there are many good ones, but it's also considered.
Yeah.
It's harder to just. I guess it's harder to just enter. Let me rephrase that. It's easier to just entertain or just educate than it is to do both simultaneously.
But that's the beauty of the craft of making quote-unquote applied or serious games, right? It's trying to have that learning experience be compelling.
Yeah.
I have almost no ammo.
Can we call it a resupply?
Nope. Don't have enough.
There's not a lot of nitrite to go around.
There's some over there, I think. Can't quite see because, you know, I don't have a scout.
Cargo rocket is returning to orbit. We're sending in the drop.
No matter,
pod to
we
get
can
you
just
out.
run.
Hang tight.
Evade. Escape. Oh, I'm guessing this is gonna be up here somewhere.
Let's lead back to the space rig.
Yep.
Okay,
To
how
the
are
south.
we gonna get there?
With drills, Douglas.
Got a zip line ready.
Wow. I'll just place down one of these and.
Departing in T-minus
No, it actually went pretty deep, so no worries. Just come to me.
I fell and died. Rip.
Alright, so here's what I'm gonna do.
I'll try to come
Oh.
for you.
Oh, we needed more than I thought. Alright.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess it also ties into this larger discussion of games as art and games as product.
Exactly. It's the art discussion all over again.
Yeah. It is fun to think like there's so many moving parts to it, just like a game.
They just won't leave me alone. Thank you.
Welcome.
Over here.
The drop pod is over to the left here.
I'm so lost.
Drop pod departing.
Where are
Hold
you
down
guys?
control and you can see where I am.
Yeah.
It's here.
Leave me alone.
I'm putting up a one of those zip lines here. You can use it.
Yeah.
Shield charged and ready.
And so little ammo.
Let's bring it home.
I have basically none. So that's out. That's out.
Stop shooting, mate!
Oh,
That's
we
cool,
were
yeah.
missing one flea. Oh no.
Watch and learn. Incendiary!
I mean, it's too
Let me have
late
a
now. I
quick look
think.
around.
Probably too late. Let's just leave.
See you later!
Shield ready.
Yeah. I'm coming back. La 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 la. Alright, step back into the green zone. There we go.
Good work. We're pulling you back in.
Oh well.
Thank you for your service, turret. You'll be left alone.
Completed. The mission is so complete right now, you don't even know.
Yeah, it is something I'm struggling with as well in my daily work. Right? It's we have what my employers call a simulation kind of game, and it's not really a game. As in, you don't have any failure states or win states. They're all a bunch of systems that work together. You can do some stuff in it, but there's no way of really rewarding or punishing the player, which I think are vital for a more game, so to speak.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, we're going back into that big old discussion of where, when is it a game and when isn't it?
Yeah.
You know.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom real quick. What you can do now is you can disband the team, and then you can both go and promote your characters, and then we can like rejoin again.
Okay, sure, let's do that. I'll leave this lobby then.
You need to go to the memorial hall, like the very end of it, to promote.
Where is that?
To the right, over here. Here.
To the memorial hall. There. Okay.
Yeah. All right. I'll just hop out and then rejoin once you're done listening to his speech.
Oh, I have to get there as the class, of course. I just I need to switch back then.
Let's play this smart for once, huh?
No. Wait. Switch to driller. Yeah. But an old, a different conversation is how do you even prove that your applied game works?
Yeah, that's one of those big things that in those discussions on the group also came up, right? Because it's really hard to put numbers to such a thing. And that's also, I'm sure you faced that struggle. I faced it as well with the projects and, you know, my clients. Because people want to see, like, a number tacked onto it. Like, if you play this game, you know, 10% higher productivity, 1 hour more work. I don't know, but...
The memorial hall is where we honor the fallen.
Yeah,
Feel free to
exactly.
walk around
How do
and
you
pay
prove
your
that?
respects.
It's very hard, yeah.
Alright, I'm at the promotions terminal. I'm not sure what to do now. Seat available.
You press E on it, and then underneath your character portrait, there should be a promote button.
Nope, there isn't.
What?
Let's get it over with. I've got work
Wasn't
to
that
do.
like the mission? Did he specifically tell you that you can now go and like promotion
I'm proud
awaits
of you.
after the mission?
You've You've done
Nope.
well for yourself since you joined the company.
Then what mission did we
I
do?
recall you joining
There was
us
only
as Scrawny Green
3
Beard
missions.
and figured you'd join the dead down
So
in
that
the deep
may have been
in
for
short
something
order.
else then. To unlock a new
However,
weapon or whatever.
Consider my position changed. You've grown into your role and have more than proven yourself.
I switched back to
It's my
the
personal
driller
pleasure to announce
and
that
I don't see a
management has granted
promote
your promotion.
button.
Rock and Stone Miner. Well
I
done.
at least have one.
Yeah, I got
Now
my
that
promotion.
You've finally been promoted. Management has cleared you for some additional
got
benefits.
to listen to
Have a
the
look.
your what is it called? Like mission control speech.
Mm-hmm.
I'm proud of you.
Yeah, I was getting a little emotional there.
Yeah. I remember when you joined up as a scrawny greenbeard and figured you'd die. A horrible death.
Alright, I'll
in that case,
rejoin then.
you'll have you'll have to check the assignment terminal then and see if you pick the right thing.
I'm kind of confused because I'm sure last time you were only like 1 off from the...
This game confuses me all the time.
I guess it's just so deep.
I could use a day
Rock
off,
Galactic.
but
It's pretty
not today.
it's pretty light on like direction, but there is a tutorial. But I'm guessing you guys didn't play that.
I might have way back when, but that was a long time ago in some free weekend.
Yeah.
Alright,
There's also
so-
like this encyclopedia you can check, or Minepedia or whatever, that tells you about all the stuff you've encountered and mission types and stuff. So you can kind of study up on it.
Right, so if I go to my assignments, there is one available. Available assignments, promotion, qualification, driller.
Ah, yeah, that's the one you need to do. So what did you do instead of that then?
I wouldn't know.
Huh. Dang it.
Perk obtained.
But it's
Hey,
like,
now it's-
if I go to my assignment board, in the top left corner, it states under my portrait, up for promotion, XP,
Yeah.
in white.
For whatever reason, I can't join right now.
Um,
But yeah, it says that. Then, when it says that, you can then do the assignment mission thing. So 4 missions, and then after that, you're allowed to go do the promotion. So I'm not sure why we weren't aiming for that. Maybe you were, like, a level off.
I clicked, like every time I clicked the one that said your username. Mission. I'm very confused.
Yeah, but it maybe he selected a different assignment.
Oh, that
That's what
might
I'm
be it,
saying.
yeah. It's a
He
shame.
could have. Maybe he went for like, oh, I want to unlock the mineral trade thing or something else.
Ooh, I
for
get
me,
to have an extra perk now, that's very good. I guess I should start a new assignment as well.
Oh yeah. Always have an active assignment going if you can. Otherwise, you'll just be playing to grind minerals and money, or I don't know. Or you'll just be playing for fun. Which
You got
I-
any specific recommendations wise? I have 4 available now. License upgrade, Thunderhead, heavy autocannon, new hazard
Are
level,
you-
lethal,
Wait,
objective breach
Wait,
the
are
core.
you guys in the same lobby now?
No.
No, I can't join. It won't let me. I'm gonna restart.
I'll invite you guys 1 second. Wise, you aren't even online, it says.
Indeed.
Oh, there's your problem.
Ha ha ha, there's the problem.
I
Too many
should be online.
toasters.
Let's see. I'll restart the game. Weird.
Well.
So you had 4 assignments. Just
Yeah, I was about to read them off in a very dramatic voice.
so you have the
License upgrade
Thunderhead.
Thunderhead, new hazard level lethal, objective reach the core, and heavy duty.
heavy duty. What was that?
It's a helmet, apparently.
I seem to recall that Captain here, or Thomas, mentioned heavy duty earlier, so maybe that was the one
Yes.
he did instead of the promotion.
I don't know how this game works. I still don't.
It's fine.
So, I mean, I'm just gonna say that. Leave this up to you. I would probably pick either the weapon or
Connection lost?
the core.
Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Yeah?
Oh, it threw me out of the lobby.
Yeah, I can't join.
I'll join myself. See
Okay,
what
then
works.
I'll join you, Wise. How about that? 1 second.
Oh,
I'm currently stuck on the joining screen.
Me
but you can
too.
try in about 5 seconds. Yeah, try now.
It won't let me. Okay, this is weird. I'm gonna disband this team then and just...
Yeah.
We'll try
don't you
again.
try
Maybe
to
I should
join me
join
then?
someone else? Oh, hey, there you guys are.
Suddenly I'm here.
I disbanded that team and now you guys instantly joined. Wow.
okay. So I need to make sure my assignment is properly active. My active assignment is promotion qualification driller.
That is correct. So why
1 out of
why
4.
didn't it complete when we did that one?
But I didn't. You promoted your engineer,
I did.
which means that don't you have like an engineer weapon you can unlock now? Or is it actually saying like Thunderhead cannon?
The Thunderhead cannon is the one I can unlock now, so that's what I've picked that one.
All right. After that, I would recommend doing the core, which opens up the crafting terminal over here, the forge.
All right,
Kind of a big deal.
we'll do that one next then. Okay, so we're gonna absolutely, definitely pick the mission that's for the captain now. This one.
I made sure my active assignment is the promotion.
All right.
Sorry for that.
Some Morkite missions. I'll buy the Morkite here.
Chariot awaits, gentlemen. Move out.
Maybe one of you can try the scout at some point too. I wanna see what you think of that class. That is by far my favorite. I probably have 70% of my game time in that one.
All right, perhaps. I'm gonna it's been a while since I've done engineer, so I want to test it out first. But
All right, I'll go scout.
Yes! Oh yeah!
I'm gonna go for a complete Daka build.
Daka.
Sad darkness. I like the sound of that.
Wow, sounds edgy.
Very.
Cheers, mate! Yeah!
You're in the way, mate. Mr. Santa.
Mr. Santa. So shall we go, or has everyone had their beer?
Yes, sir.
Okay, who didn't shower yesterday?
Yep.
How can you sit down? Oh, you just move.
Yeah, you can kind of sink down into the seat. It's a real shame that this engine is not able to handle, or it would be absolutely too demanding to add water physics to the game. That I think even at one point we're going to add like clouds that would just sink, and like poisonous clouds that would always sink to the lowest point possible in the landscape. And
I really don't want to die down here!
that'll be pretty cool.
Again!
But nope.
I can already hear the engineers screaming.
Our scanners have picked up a massive deposit of a quark. We're sending you in alongside a heavily armed lifter to get as many out as possible. We're picking up explosive
this is so
biosigns
much
in the
night.
area, so keep it
Ah,
steady.
dang it. The game is kind of freezing on me.
Shimmering light. Get it done, team.
A quark. Is that really Thomas's mission?
That's the one it was on.
What's the grabber? Let me go! I'm afraid.
Well then. It is my mission.
Tell you what, next time I'm not even. You can just host, and you can show me which one are the right options.
I thought we were going on a mining mission. Maybe I looked at the wrong one.
I'm pretty sure this was the one marked with his name, so...
Alright.
But if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. And it was all my fault all along. Haha. Alright, so Aquarks. Pretty straightforward type of mission.
Lot of people. Grab that.
Or it would be pretty straightforward if we didn't get attacked all the time.
I mean, want to go for sightseeing in the caves? You know, this has one. That is just more. Alright, so no driller or gunner this time, so we're gonna have to make it like a platform staircase. Get up here, I think. In the meantime, oh geez, yeah, all the Aquarks in it are in a single room over here, which is pretty great.
That does make things easy.
Yeah, and no weather here. We also have a gold rush. Yeah, if you come over here, then yeah, everything is here. Which I believe is a bug that they haven't really been able to fix yet. Like, everything is not supposed to spawn like this.
That's weird. Something wrong in the algorithm of how it places them, then?
Yeah, I think so. They tried to fix it once, but I guess they didn't. It's like literally everything is here. Like, how many Aquarks do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, well, I brought one back.
Then Nitra veins. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 Nitra veins, and then gold. 1, 2, 3. Yeah.
Platform.
I'm not complaining though.
Yeah, makes things nice and convenient.
One platform ready to use. Start hover.
But yeah, the connotation that Apply games have for like entertainment players, it works the other way around as well. So at my work, they don't want to use the term game that much because they don't want to scare away potential customers by saying that they're going to play a game, right? It's more of a training tool than an actual game.
That's interesting.
It works the other way around too, yeah. It is strange.
Definitely not a fan of that. I think games ought to be proud of what they are.
Yeah, but there's still this perception that games are for children or for entertainment only. Yeah,
there are games.
You would be surprised how many adults do think that way.
Yeah, and games can't be sports. Can't be played for sports and blah blah blah. I have to respect those. Like when you mentioned that, yeah, I like esports, and he's like, those are not even sports, yada yada. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. Like, you're wrong.
You know what you say when people say stuff like that?
I don't even bother saying anything.
Now when people make like judgmental comments about games, we just say, "Okay, boomer."
He's not even a boomer though. He's my age.
I mean, in an attitude sense, maybe.
Yeah. It's like when people can suddenly start to feel or sound old. Something like that.
I guess the joke is that it is an old-fashioned way of thinking.
Yeah. It is. And an old-fashioned way of thinking is also like my father's reaction to Minecraft when he first saw that. He's like, wow, why do you play that? Graphics are so bad. Like, it literally, I mean, he's not exactly a gamer, don't blame him, but it doesn't matter. It's a choice. And if anything, that kind of style is all the rage these days and have been for a couple of years now.
Yeah, and it redefines what people find a good style, quote unquote, right?
Yes.
I find that discussion so tiring because it's all subjective. You
It
can't
is.
really say. Like, I've heard that before when trying to pitch this game. And people say, "Oh yeah, I don't really like the look of it, and it's very low poly, and therefore it doesn't look good." I'm like, bruh.
I only play games with character models that have 100,000 polygons each, for like just the facial hair alone needs to be this or that quality for
Yeah,
me to even
each
bother.
hair needs to have 1,000,000 polys, or it's not good enough.
Yeah, and people confuse that quite a bit with therefore being good looking or something. And that's very strange to me because more often than not, in my personal taste, realistic games are quite ugly in their aesthetic because they rely too much on realistic hues, right? And therefore the whole game is grey and brown.
Yeah, they tend to be visually. I think in general, realism is a pretty bad thing to go for. I think games that go for realism tend to be, one, somewhat uninspired, and two, will always inherently be a product of their time, because the standard for realism shifts as the technology develops. So by the very choice of going for realism, you're dating your game from the get-go. And yeah, it's better. There's a reason why people remember games like, say, The Wind Waker, because that game said realism. What's that? Here's a cute style.
Perhaps. I think we're at the point now that where a realistic game could hold up for a lot longer than they used to be.
Getting closer to our quota.
And I don't know, maybe it's just because I don't really mind it too much, but games like Shenmue, like on the... Ah, crap. Mineral fell way down there. Forget that. Games like Shenmue it's went for a realistic style, and it looks very dated now, of course, but I really don't mind because it's all about context, I guess, because I find it super impressive still, considering what kind of hardware it's made on.
I mean, I guess it all depends on why you're going for a realistic style, because Shenmue is supposed to be sort of an open world experience in Japan, question mark?
Yes.
Right? Right, so it probably went for realism to contribute to that sense of authenticity, and I can respect that, because it's not realism for realism's sake. Even though I think they probably would have been better off not doing it, I can appreciate why they did it in that case.
That's why I like Ghibli a lot, because there are some Ghibli movies that are what they call magical realism, right? In which they mix realism with a more fantasy setting.
Indeed.
And that's also quite compelling.
Yeah.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in that sense, realism is not I don't think it should be a magic word that it translates to positive, but I also don't think it should be some sort of dirty word either.
No, I feel like certain games work with it. Will work. I don't. For example, I don't feel like games like Call of Duty, which I guess try to depict like the awfulness of wars and stuff. I feel like that. I mean, for example, Call of Duty 2.
I have been grabbed.
All about the Second World War.
I wouldn't say they're on the war's awful side. More like it's awful.
No, I guess a certain way they glorify it, but there are games out there that try to be more realistic in that regard. And I feel like a gritty style, a gritty realistic style, is definitely has its place there.
Yet, you know, the game about war that probably like the games about war that probably involved me the most did not have a realistic style per se. I'm thinking about stuff like Valiant Hearts and This War of Mine. Those are heavily stylized. Yeah. I am down, sadly.
Bugs.
See if I can get.
You're hurt and you need help. Where are you? There we are. Oh, there's a grabber here.
Yeah, so many interesting things to think about. Yeah, realism is a particularly interesting subject because it can be something worthwhile to draw from, but it can also hold you back.
Yeah. It can be quite the crutch, and you see that in not only games, but you see that in animation too. For example, computer-generated graphics or CGI. Oh no, that's not CGI, but you know what I mean. It's
man, old 90s CGI that tries to be realistic. That has not aged well.
Indeed, yes. But it's you see that it lacks personality, and they rely too much on the in-betweening that PCs can do.
Yeah.
And yeah.
I was also thinking in this realism discussion also made me think about how sometimes technical limitations can become a style when something really embraces that. Like for example, there are people who spend like ages making beautiful Nintendo 64 or PS1 style models of modern characters to see how that would look. Like it has
It
has become a style.
The PS1 and PS2 era, see Valheim, is having quite the resurgence, which is interesting to see. Right? Like, people embrace that what others would call ugly first 3D phase.
And I find that really charming to see. It's in a similar way, chiptune came about because there was no other way to get music out of machines at the time. But now it's the chips are like an instrument.
Ooh, dang it.
In their own sense. And it's kind of cool how that can happen. So I guess how that ties into the rest of the discussion is I guess I don't find realism a very necessary thing to strive for when the limitations on that are what can create all new styles.
As long as you understand as a creator that it can be a crutch, then it's totally fine to go for realism, right?
Yeah.
But because there are
lag.
Where are you?
No, I'm up again.
Okay.
I was helped. There is this weird bug in this game that if you're not the host and you walk into like a tight hole, the game can sometimes get kind of confused and just launch you at like Mach 5 in the opposite direction. Like I was basically slammed into the ground there and immediately died. It's a strange thing. Don't we have one more quark here?
What I also find quite interesting is when you see developers do a remake of a quite recent game. For example, I've seen posts of the Mass Effect trilogy they want to revamp.
Exemplary work. You've achieved your objective in a record time.
And it's like they post screenshots of before and after, and you have those moments where you're thinking, I'm not sure if the after version is better.
Yeah, we've seen this a lot
brighter.
Yeah, especially if they
or darker.
Yeah.
Like, they seem to have this, at least, or maybe I got some of the scenes confused, but my first thought was like, aha, so their idea of reimagining and like, next-gen graphics is basically make things really hecka dark, like dark and gritty and obscure everything with more effects.
I haven't
at
really
times.
seen the comparisons yet, but
No, but I saw the trailer where they, like the official
Yeah.
trailer where they just went back and forth, and there were times when I was like, all right, which is which? I'm not sure. Until they zoomed in, I'm like, look at these high-res textures. Like,
but yeah,
oh,
it
look
is
at this
interesting when a
pop plant
remake
thing on the skin. Oh.
yeah, when a remake loses a little something in the process. I know I always bring up the Mario RPGs, but Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga had a remake for the DS, and Superstar Saga came from an era where Nintendo was really loose about like their enemy and character designs, so you could kind of go your own way if you were a second-party developer. And you can see in the remake, lots of those cute designs have been like ironed out. Like, oh no, a Koopa is not allowed to look like that. No, you need to follow this baseline design. You know, a Goomba is not allowed to look like that. It has to follow this baseline design. It's kind of a shame when a remake kind of.
Thankfully, this,
It's like, oh, we're updating it to
original
fit.
still exists, so
Sorry.
it's a good thing the original still exists then. But I see what you mean.
Yeah, I'll have to share a picture of it later to see if maybe people understand what I'm saying. But I found the original style really charming, and I think the remake, like, it is like, I'm not gonna be like, oh no, but I like those Game Boy Advance colors. It's like, nah, the remake does improve on a lot. Like, the environments are like chef's kiss, but lots of the enemy designs have lost something in that process. But the environments they did very well, because those are not like, as long as it's not is something Nintendo considers a mascot, they will usually leave it alone.
Yeah, and it tells me that they don't they're not confident in their creative process to come up with new stuff, so they have to hunker down and define things to an insane degree.
Yeah, just completely get their teeth in that design, never change it, never allow it to be anything different.
Anyone have one mushroom?
Yeah, I was wondering the same. We're missing one mushroom.
Maybe down here. Oh yeah, definitely down here.
But yeah, that's something I thought was kind of a shame. It was great. The GameCube and Game Boy Advance era was one of Nintendo's scariest times financially, but it was also a time when they were brave, you know?
Because they had to.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe. And now because they're financially well off with the Switch, maybe they're becoming more creative. Lazy. Yeah, lazy is maybe a strong word. You know what I mean? It's like complacent.
Yeah, I think
You can call it
internally,
that
I
if you
think like to be fair, you know, credit where credit is due. When it comes to their own stuff, like think like Breath of the Wild and Mario Odyssey, they've been pretty inspired in their own sense. But where it really goes wrong is how they let other companies, other people treat their IPs. It's like, we get to add all sorts of crazy stuff, but don't you dare add anything if you're not literally us.
But then you have Crypt of the Necrodancer developers, and I'm like, how does this happen?
That game is one of the most weird, anomalous things I've ever seen Nintendo do. But yeah, that is a very rare and fascinating exception.
Yeah. Yeah, and people hope that it's the beginning of a more open attitude. But then you have the Paper Mario series, and if I hear you correctly, they didn't really learn anything.
Well, yeah, but I think what's interesting is Necrodancer doesn't come from Japan, and maybe they feel more comfortable letting a company that is distant like that do their thing a bit more. Like, it's a rhythm game.
Are there more examples of companies that they were more easy on? That were non-Japan?
Well,
Retro?
they've always been, their relationship with their external companies has always been a bit controlling, but Necrodancer is a really fascinating situation, and I guess I was just wondering if the creative freedom they allowed it had something to do.
Is that the one where you move into the beat of the music?
Cadence.
And
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what
yeah.
you do?
Cadence of Hyrule.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, right. Haven't tried that. My brother played it a bit, but I don't think. I'm not sure if it's my type of game. I have too much to play. Right now I'm in a bit of a co-op frenzy, I guess.
All right, I played it. It's good. I haven't finished it yet, but it is good. But yeah, I also, what the thing is with Crypt of the Necrodancer, or rather Cadence of Hyrule, is that they don't really, they use things that are established, right? Most of the time. Like the only things that I guess completely new are the bosses, which are like musical versions of existing Zelda bosses.
Drop pods on the way.
But didn't they have a more creative liberty with the style, right? It is pixelated, and they did create their own versions of yeah, Zelda characters and objects.
Yeah, they do have their own style, but I guess the question there becomes, when is it something in their style and when is it an actual redesign, you know?
Yeah, I am wondering how the creative process was of Cadence. Right?
Yeah.
How much freedom they had, or lack thereof.
Yeah, but that game, to be clear, is definitely a very fascinating and exciting thing that Nintendo allowed to happen. And I wish we would see a bit more of that. It's like, okay, now let's see other Western companies handle franchises like this, you know? Why not?
You're gonna get launched.
Yeah, I think since... I mean, how long has it been since Nintendo allowed a non-Japanese company to touch the Zelda series? It's like they rarely give it off to anyone, and if they give it off to anyone, it's like Capcom, you know? Some other Japanese company.
Not that I feel like they need to right now. It's in good hands. I was so happy with Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, and that's what I'm...
Like
I think, to be completely fair, it is good to note that Nintendo does do their own IPs very well. And yeah, I love Breath of the Wild as well.
Extraction commencing. Good work.
It's been 4 or 5 years since that was released now. Is it 4? I don't know. It's been a long time.
Yeah,
The sequel is due sometime soon too, right?
we
Maybe a
actually
year?
don't really know. All we had is that teaser, and then that was it.
Yeah, I think with
Yeah.
COVID,
Yeah. I'm wondering if that is going to be like an end-of-life kind of thing with yet another like version of it on the next-gen console to sell consoles, or if it's going to be a Switch title. I mean, either way, they're going to sell tons and tons of copies of it.
Yeah, it is kind of interesting to think, like, what is next after the Switch?
there are leaks, or yeah, leaks. There are rumors of the Pro version of the Switch, which seems like a logical step.
I mean,
Maybe-
honestly, I
yeah.
would be pretty happy with just like a way more powerful Switch. Like a
Yeah,
souped up
that's
version of this
basically
one.
it.
Because the core idea is so great that they shouldn't change it for just the sake of like, oh, we need to innovate and we need to make a completely different console again. Now they have a really winning formula here. Like I think as you grow up, it gets harder and harder to really fit this kind of hobby into your life, and that's where a portable console, I think, is a great idea.
Yeah, I thought the Switch was a genuinely very smart idea. You know, Nintendo has always been the ruler of the handheld seas. Like, nothing, like the PlayStation Portable, Nintendo basically laughed at that thing from all the way from when it released until it died.
Yeah, and I think maybe it was Sony's own doing that the Vita didn't really do as well.
Yeah, but I don't know
Because
what
there
they
were-
did wrong with that.
there were
except
strange-
for
Yeah, the Vita had some strange problems, I believe, with proprietary storage upgrades. And
I was gonna say that the proprietary memory cards you had to buy, that was definitely a misstep, and they have a bit of a history of releasing those. I mean, they used to have their own like memory sticks and such that you had to buy for their gear, instead of, you know, micro SD cards, which everybody uses now.
Yep.
So that's a misstep, and that's not a major one, because like a memory card is like a thing you buy once and then never again. And game cards are always gonna be proprietary. There's no getting around that. I'm not complaining that the Switch is using their own cards instead of Blu-rays.
Oh, by the way, so I
Vita.
feel like now, again, that wasn't the right mission. So this one says Kapitein Koekwaus, right? I am looking at this correctly. I'm starting to get real confused by how the mission selections go.
Yeah, you're both on more. I mean, he can just check his assignment board.
I think I
That's
made
all.
drinks. Oh, it's only unlocked. Okay, it's been made now. Yeah, beer's coming up.
Let's see what I can do with this one.
I'll see what my assignment says. Yeah, so one of the 4 is now a field with a pickaxe icon.
Good.
Yeah, on my end, it says you need to do Mining Expedition Fathomless Cavity, collect 250 Morkite. That's the one that's marked with your name right here, but I feel like I keep clicking the wrong one, so I want to make absolutely sure that's the right one.
It's in Glacial Strata,
Yes?
Cave Bleach Cluster, Fathomless Cavity.
Okay.
Assignment mission. Completing this mission will advance your current assignment.
Okay, then that has to be correct.
Yeah.
Selected. Your chariot awaits you.
Cambridge
Move
Cluster.
out.
It's one of my favorites.
Don't forget your beer.
This time I'm gonna not shoot flares with my scout on purpose.
Alright.
To make the cave leeches extra fun, and I guess highlight the importance of light. Or something. There's something a lot of like people online are very good at. It's not using the flare gun, which is like half the point of this class.
To be working with you guys.
Yeah, discussions.
Well, it's interesting stuff to talk about.
Indeed. Have them all the time when I play with you guys and my friends.
You know, it's a
We
kind
have
of...
met all the time in the train as well.
Yeah.
To school.
Yeah, I kind of, like, it's interesting to think back to, like say 10-ish years ago, I was definitely very much kind of a fanboy, I guess.
Haven't we all been that? We've all had that phase.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if I ever was. Because I didn't have a console to grow up with.
Yeah, you never had a particular brand to attach yourself to in that regard.
Well, you could say PCs, but that's all I had, so...
Yeah, but that's not really a brand in that sense, I guess.
So be on your guard.
Yeah.
Scanners
I never got
indicate
defensive,
particularly rich
so.
veins of Morkite and gold further down.
Fine.
Bring it back, boys.
Sentry on.
Nitra is pretty easy to get without platforms.
You want platforms?
Oh no, I took the Nitra. Nitra is like it bulges out from the wall, so it's pretty easy to just stand on top. Whereas gold is flush with the wall, so that's where platforms are better to have. But I mean, platforms are always good to have. If you make it a habit to always put platforms below minerals, you'll be players will be happy with you.
Yeah, I need to learn how to do that.
all a learning experience.
Yep.
I think we need to dig here.
I think we need to dig here.
I think so too. But yeah,
Now I have a whopping 12 bullets for my shotgun. It's this thing. You can spec this for like massive damage, and then you have no ammo whatsoever. But what other weapon has 12 bullets?
I'm being zapped to high heavens.
Don't get them off.
It was a welcoming party with like 12 of them. Jellyfishes.
yep. So many jellies.
There's red sugar up here.
Everyone, can I get some attention?
Don't mind if I
So
do.
what did I pick? Let's do this. This guy. No, there are two of them.
I got the deposits.
Oh,
Look there.
Either way, don't forget to look up.
oh.
Just as I said that.
And that's just rude.
There's an alpaca
You
bloom up
first.
here as well.
Yeah, but you first, Hardy Hard.
Oh hey, I got grabbed by a grab. Can someone else grab the bloom up there?
Okay.
It's funny because bloom is actually Dutch for flower.
That is true.
It's funny how the words are clearly etymologically related, right? Like English bloom and Dutch bloom, but they don't mean exactly the same thing anymore. They are related, but they don't mean the same thing anymore. Funny how that happens.
Helmets.
Isn't language the greatest?
I guess.
Lost equipment. It's back in the starting room. Let's go back there. You can see the purple icon.
Ah man, I'm being grabbed. Stupid grabbers. Ah.
Oh yeah, where's the...
Let's do this then.
Light. I'm ready.
You can check the map. If you zoom out, you'll see a purple dot on the map in the previous room.
I'm trying. How do you summon Molly again?
C. Don't wander too far. You need to go back to the start. Well, in my direction. To grab
Back
the stuff.
to menu. Back to menu. I'll be over there in a moment.
I'll see if I. Oh, it's way up in the. Let's see, yeah, it's way up there. Alright, I'll grab it. Oh, I can see it. There it is.
Sometimes I wonder if mining is all there is to life. Then I punch myself in the nose.
Ow.
I'll beat your record this time. Just watch me.
Take a closer look at that snout.
Go.
I made a platform.
Grab the edge of the pancake. It doesn't matter.
Have to love the pancakes, they are tasty.
Indeed. Oh,
we got
it's
some
another
lost-
platform. Interesting.
Where did you want us to go, Wise? Back to you?
Back to the start. Yes.
Back to menu. Back to
If you
menu.
want the lost gear.
Okay, I'll
Like
move in your
cosmetics.
general
Actually, these are
direction.
Pickaxe parts, I believe. Gonna get a wave soon though.
Alright, I can't find exactly where you are because I am big dum dum. Oh no, I think I got it.
Yeah.
I am big
You're on the
smart.
Could probably dig this way. Dig
Where
this
was
down to
where was the thing?
Platform's
The
made.
lost equipment?
Stay there. Yeah.
Oh, there it is.
I found some.
Hammer blow. Sweet.
Why are you shooting at me? You slack nitwit.
Ow.
Very cool. Na 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 na. Ba da 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 do.
I was so close to pulling the trigger on the 35-year anniversary thing, but I didn't. Now you can't buy it anymore, but I'm sure places still have it in stock.
Honestly,
What are you talking
oh, so you
Hey.
know how Nintendo did something absolutely disgusting?
Another day at the office. Like
Yeah, I don't know why they did that.
Yeah, so Thomas, they released the Super Mario 3D All Stars
Oh,
pack
right.
containing Mario 64, Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy, but
Yeah.
only until March 31st of this year.
I believe you were
Hey,
pretty
kid,
salty
okay,
about the
come
remakes. Or, they're not really remakes, more ports.
Yeah, they're not even remakes. It's I find it really, as like on a business and on an artistic level, I find it pretty gross. I mean, that's kind of a childish word. I find it very disturbing that they just repackaged old games with no real worthwhile changes.
Swarm detected. Get ready.
They even left out Super Mario Galaxy 2, even though it is one of the best ones.
You could argue that they went with like each first Mario of each new console.
Yeah, but
we
why
have three
why
different
do that
generations of
arbitrary?
Mario
Like the original Super Mario All Stars had 3 games from one console, so there's really no reason to do that besides
I know.
completely arbitrary.
Yeah, I guess there's a bit of a precedent.
I mean, I guess you're probably right that that is the reason, but it is a stupid reason, which makes sense because it's Nintendo.
They could have included more, and they could have also let you like still buy it. I mean, they probably lost out on millions of sales.
Yeah, I did like the memes though, like, oh yeah, after March 31st, Mario will be killed. Memes like that. Oh yeah, Mario will be given a lethal injection after March 31st. It's like, yeah, that sounds about right. Because people thought it was really weird how Nintendo was all like, yay, it's Mario's 35th birthday, and then after a few days they were gonna permanently remove that from the store. So you better buy it, silly consumer. Like, a lot of people really didn't like the attitude.
It's just like one of those really weird experiments. What would you do that?
Care of what is left. Then have a
I mean, Nintendo has always been infamously terrible about preserving their games and allowing access to their own games. It's like, oh, you download a ROM? You are a horrible, murderous criminal. Like, you're on the level of a serial killer. But are we
I
gonna
don't
re-release
care.
our old games so you can play them? No, man. Why should we? Like, you'll
I
no
have no
play,
issues
only
with downloading
remember.
games these days because I feel like it's actually kind of a necessity. Because as we've seen time and time again, web stores are closed and games are made inaccessible and so on. Like I think, yeah, they're closing. They only recently closed the Wii and Wii U store. So if your console breaks or whatever, then you're all those games are gone.
Yep.
So, but at least then, if you own the games, then it's a lot like more okay. Still not okay to download the games. But I believe they also closed the PS Vita store, right? This PS Digital store. So.
Yeah, I really dislike that kind of stuff in general. But you know, the fact that we had oh, Morkite, by the way.
better stand back.
The fact that you could buy all these games on the Wii, and then they would like you could play like the Wii version on the Wii U, but if you wanted a version that was actually HD, you needed to re-buy the same game again, the same old game. pretty crazy.
What I don't get is why we're still
happy,
being...
Mr. White?
I am, thank you. But what I don't get is why we're still being like drip fed, because the virtuals, they handle like the virtual console better on the Wii.
Yeah, they also had it better on the Wii U. It's a total mystery, and I think we all share that doubt you have. Like, what are they doing? You know, they keep starting from zero. And some people, and this is a very cynical interpretation, but some people say they do it because their old games form an unflattering comparison to their new games. Like, if you could easily play Paper Mario 1 and 2, then you would not like the new ones as much. Stuff like that.
It makes no sense because they're sitting on like a money printing device. If they would just release like the complete libraries for N64 and for a whole bunch of consoles, really.
Yeah, it doesn't make sense at all.
Not Dreamcast, GameCube games.
No, you're absolutely right. They have generations. They have literally hundreds, if not thousands, of beloved classics. They could release for like $1 a piece, just $1 a piece, and they would earn millions, tens of millions. But they won't do it.
Is making this too easy. He knows exactly where all the leeches are, so just comes and goes around and kills them all. I guess we'll just do this then. Here, let's. Yeah, see, there he goes. Killed one, and now he's going straight for the other. He just knows where they are. He has this leech stance.
Oh, we are one more kite off from finishing the mission.
I'm right here. Obviously, we want to clean this place out.
Yeah, Nintendo's behavior is... Oh, sorry. Their behavior has always been really strange and puzzling.
Yeah.
Like, it's literally like, oh, hey, you want us to... You know, we would love to play those old games that we once had, and they're like, no. So can I pirate them? No. No, you are only allowed to remember them, and we are allowed to make silly references to them in our new games, but letting you play them? No. We'll decide when. When we make a $60 remake that doesn't change anything in 20 years. That's when you get to play it again.
Good work. Objective completed. Escape.
It is rather strange.
This is why I can never, like, I understand that why piracy could be a problem for this kind of dangerous subject to be talking about publicly, but I understand why many companies are concerned about piracy, but as always, Gabe Newell said it best. Piracy is a service problem. If you offer a better service than the pirates, people will buy your product.
That's true. I've never bought more games than I have now on Steam.
Yep.
Even though I wish I had physical copies of most of these, actually. Well, not all of them. I guess the games that mean something to me, I want physical copies of. Everything else, not really. Oh, I got yeeted again. Not sure if you saw that, but I was in here mining this gold, and I got yeeted across.
Secondary objective completed. Make it home to collect your bonus.
It's just strange when it happens.
Ollie, over here.
Anyway, I need to be careful not to spill too much Nintendo salt. I do that too much already.
We do it because we love them.
That's true. Love, hate, really a similar feeling when you think about it. They both derive from an intense passion, after all.
Yes.
Well, I certainly don't mind. So go ahead.
Appreciate it, yeah, but I don't want to be too negative all the time. Because the interesting thing about being a Nintendo fan is it's very rarely just meh with them, right? The business side is just completely idiotic. Just the stupidest, most unreasonable nonsense you've ever seen. But the creative side, the games that they make are top of the line, top shelf.
Can we call the drop pod, by the way?
I'm fine with that. We're all done with the objectives.
We can go deeper.
Nah, let's just go.
Keep it together. Drop pod is en route.
2 against 1.
But yeah, it's interesting.
Oh, need to go back.
I'm on a mission. To activate the bad thing. There we go.
Oh no.
Drop pod arrived.
It's so far down there that is. I don't think it's gonna catch up in time.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'm coming back.
Platform up.
Just a bit of excitement, you know?
I've had quite enough excitement for one day, sir.
We had this discussion before, but it's like being a fanboy makes you, sets you up for disappointment as well, right? But the other side of that coin is that if you're not a fan of anything, it's very hard to be enthusiastic at all about something.
Yeah.
A game series you love, or like a game company that produces something great.
Yeah, exactly. It's you know, never being invested in anything,
Supplies are on the
you know, is a way to never get disappointed, but you also won't share in that joy and that excitement, you know? And it's always being cynical, I think, isn't the right way to go about it either. Like, it's all about balance, which is why I still really enjoy Nintendo's games, and as a creative company and the individual artists that work there, I have deepest respect and appreciation. But the business side of it, I have come to really strongly dislike. It's very anti-consumer, very weird, very unpredictable.
Oh, I'm being grabbed.
Where did that come from?
Good question.
So yeah. But yeah, there was, I once read this quote about, I'm trying to remember who said it, but it was something like, cynicism is intellectual cowardice. You know, you're too afraid to be invested in something.
The drop pod won't hang around forever. Drop pod departing in T-minus.
I definitely think, like, that might be too harsh of an assessment, but it did stick with me, because there is a kernel of truth to it, at least. Like, if you never allow yourself to be a fan of something, never allow yourself to be invested in something, sure, you won't get disappointed, but will you have the same joy?
No.
It's also very left brain. The left brain is all about criticism and making judgment before thinking.
I mean, you need to find something to be passionate about. Get way more enjoyment out of something you really love.
Yeah, but then, you know, I don't tend to love companies or franchises even, but more into the individual products. Because those you can judge. But if it's like, oh, I love Mass Effect, and then I'm profoundly disappointed by Andromeda. Like, yeah, I mean, I'll judge every Mass Effect game on its own merits, but it's totally fine if they screw up, right? They don't have to play Andromeda.
No, but it would be nice if they didn't screw up. And I don't.
That's true.
I don't think there's anything wrong with having like this fondness of a company that, of course, eventually could turn into just a fond memory if they screw up, like some have. But I think they're still up there. I mean, Breath of the Wild was like a major high point for me, and I really liked Mario Odyssey too.
Yeah,
it may not have been like as, I guess it didn't really innovate in any way, but it was just really solid overall.
Well, I think
Odyssey.
I think Odyssey did a whole lot of new things.
Yeah,
that I haven't seen before.
Yeah, the hat mechanic was certainly a cool thing.
Oh yeah,
So many things you can control.
Yeah, the fact that you had so many different control schemes made the game so much more fun.
Yeah, I guess I'll take that back. It did a fair bunch of new stuff. I think my only criticism of that game is I don't mind that they took away lives. Not at all. I just wish that some parts were harder. You still die a fair amount, but when I guess when it doesn't really set you back in any meaningful way, you take way more unnecessary risks in the game. You don't really hold back. You can just keep throwing yourself at a problem until you get through it.
Yeah, I think one person I was listening to said something like, the game has one of the most impressive movesets ever in a Mario game. Like, you've never been this capable of chaining moves together and just generally doing cool tricks. But the game never really asks it of you, or very rarely does. Most of the areas are like open and sprawling, and it really values exploration over like athletic skill.
Yeah.
Like, it has these small little segments that you fly to with the rocket or go into with the doors, and those tend to be like fun little tests. The game never reaches like that peak. For example, there's nothing in the game even half as hard as the perfect run from Mario Galaxy 2 or Champions Road from 3D World. Nothing in Odyssey is even half as hard.
I wish it had something like that. Like, obviously it has the darkest moon or whatever, darker moon. It does have the final challenge stage in it, but it was, I think I died 7 times on that one, so it was way less than I was hoping for. I wanted it to be like this brutal challenge because, like, I haven't done the Champions Road, but I watched Vinny's playthrough of that when he died. Is like 114 times or something, and he slowly goes crazy. It's just hilarious to watch.
That's just super challenging, good old fun gameplay, you know, and it's frustrating, but it's super satisfying when you finally win. Yeah, I think and Breath of the Wild has this to some extent as well. These games, they answered a call to be more open, to be more explorative, to be, you know, to give the player many freedoms. But freedoms come with their own problems, you know?
Yeah.
Like the the more limited obstacle course style for Mario games just lends itself better to challenges than having a big area to explore. Because freely exploring, like if the game constantly demanded of you that you were platforming with a high level of skill, you wouldn't be able to comfortably freely explore those sprawling stages.
Yeah, and yet, Odyssey is the one and only Mario game I finished.
You'd probably like Sunshine. I mean, all the 3D Marios really. Galaxy and Sunshine, because they have this open world type style to them. Or you enter various hub worlds. Maybe Odyssey is just the most streamlined of them so far.
Yeah, but it is. I was really interested to see like the responses to Odyssey and Breath of the Wild, because those games got a really positive response, and they deserve it. But they scratched an itch that I never really had. I've never been like, oh no, you know, this game has excellent dungeons or excellent levels, but I sure wish that instead it would have these large open areas for me to walk through. Like, exploration, I've never particularly found necessary. Well, it depends. Like, exploring for a specific reason is fine and all, but I much prefer a more guided challenge.
I'm like the opposite.
Yeah, I'm probably the opposite. Like, I wouldn't want Zelda to be like this, like stage 1, stage 2, stage 2B, stage 4 boss kind of deal. Zelda's always been about the more or less like non-linear gameplay.
Yeah,
to an
but
extent.
we've established, for example, and this was kind of a shame, is Breath of the Wild kind of breaks after a while because you have so much food that does so much powerful, give you so many powerful heals and buffs that all the challenge disappears for a while, for a bit.
Maybe we can do Arian, just to get back to DRG a bit, maybe we can do like your mission as the last one, because that's in a biome I believe you guys haven't seen yet, like one of the new ones.
Yeah,
the
I
Azure
meant
well.
I meant to say the game still confuses me because it said that we just did my first assignment,
Yeah?
Huh?
and I thought we did our second.
Yeah, I was pretty sure you were only one off from doing the promotion, right? Now I'm really confused.
I'm about to do the second one.
What?
Yeah, I don't know how this works.
Your second one, we did your first one, and then we picked the next one directly after that. So 2 should be done, because this is a brand new mission now.
Yeah,
It's
this
another
one.
escort. Which
This is
why
one
I'm
for
kinda
me.
hesitant
This
to
one.
Do that.
For me, the second of the 4 points on the assignment is glowing.
It's gotta be a glitch in that case.
Maybe. Are you sure which one is active right now?
Active assignment, promotion qualification, driller.
Huh. Oh, I am deeply,
And
thoroughly
yeah,
confused.
and after the last mission we just did, I saw big on my screen that we made progress.
Fuck,
And I'm not
okay.
sure if I've seen that in the previous mission.
Strange.
Yeah.
I can't explain it without seeing it on my end, but I can't. I can't see your missions.
Anyway,
Either way, this is another chill Morkite mission, just to round things off. Oh yeah.
yeah.
Doing the Dorado missions are a bit too intense, and this is a 2-stage one, which means it's 2 stops, refuel stops. But just when it rotates the missions next time, you might get a one that's a bit shorter. But for now, we should check out the Azure Weld. I'm not sure how to say that.
Round of chilled Rocky Mountains for everyone.
Let's see. Should I bring something else this time?
Well, I am interested to see this new biome. There is a beer, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's interesting. Thomas, I would be interested if you, like, how you would feel about all the Marios, if you finished all of them.
Maybe I should.
Come on, you lazy bastards. We've got a
Personally,
job to
I
do.
think that's a good idea, because game history and all that, but at the same time, time is such a limited commodity for us on this earth. Yeah, if you ever want to give them all a shot, I'd say go for it.
You know, I did play my fair share of Mario clones on PC.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I do want to try them, but the problem I'm having going back to such a game is I don't have the nostalgia. So it's very hard for me to judge them the way you did when you were 6 years old.
This is not happening.
Well, I think...
I mean, the games can stand on their own.
Yeah, I think the Mario games are all perfectly playable, even by today's standards, even if they're not that pretty anymore. But I think...
But they're still some of the best platformers ever made. Like,
Yeah.
I would happily...
Come on, guys.
I could probably recommend... Like, you don't have to love the characters to love the stage design. Like, Super Mario World, for example, still holds up today and is excellent in just about every way.
Oh yeah, but 2D Marios, I think there's not even a discussion to be had there. Super Mario World is essentially perfect.
Yeah, but even the 3D
I'm
ones.
ready.
Drop sequence
The 3D ones I think are really great, but they, especially 64 for example, come from... It was essentially the first game of its kind, right? So it's incredible how much it got right for its
Yeah.
time, but it does have problems.
Mainly the camera, I would say. Other than that,
Especially,
it's
yeah.
very solid all around. Maybe it doesn't have the same flow as Sunshine and Odyssey does. But that's to be expected. I think it gets a lot of things right.
Be a walk in the park.
Like length, difficulty, variety, soundtrack.
Check your gear and let's go.
controls.
So,
And the camera.
talking about...
Mining mission.
Yes?
Deposit your quota of Morkite into the mule, and we'll send a drop pod to get you out. Good luck.
I was gonna say that the camera is what it is. It's strange in how that it sometimes allows you to like spin all the way around, and sometimes it just tells you no, you can't go further that way. But it's just one of those things that you get used to. You learn how to work around.
Yeah, you know what is one of the coolest things about the game, though? For example, way back in the day, the idea of a 3D camera in a game was kind of difficult to understand, or at least that's what Nintendo anticipated. Like, okay, we're seeing a camera, but I'm controlling a character, and the camera is a separate thing, right? So Super Mario 64 had a really genius diegetic solution to that, which is to say, everything is being filmed by a Lakitu, one of those guys in the clouds. Like, he actually comes in at the very start, like, oh, we're filming Mario as he enters the castle, and then you realize, oh, okay, the camera is that guy. The camera is like a character in and of itself. Like, stuff like that. It's very, very smart. Even if the camera hasn't aged that well, the fact that they try to explain it in such a way is a certain creative genius. Take a technical limitation and make it into a creative decision.
Yeah.
The Hexawing Niffer, pretty wee thing, innit?
Anyway, gush, 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 gush. Good games.
Shine flower here. The Hexawing Niffer is just minding his own business.
Yeah, I think it depends a bit on your patience for like old-timey problems. I think the games are all perfectly playable. I actually think Sunshine is probably the most frustrating out of them to play. But it's also aesthetically the most cohesive and believable. So I can't really say it's worth skipping because it's still good.
It also has the least amount of variety, but that's fine. It's really great.
Yeah, that's always the problem. This kind of ties back into what we talked about yesterday, how like variety can be a good thing, but it can be a bad thing too, because it's like it's either consistency or variety. Like those are kind of opposed to each other. Because Sunshine is a very consistent world, but yeah, there's not gonna be a snow level on a tropical island, you know?
Yeah. I think my only issue with Sunshine is that I wish it had like maybe 2 more stages. I feel like it has like 1 or 2 too few. That's all really.
That is true, but it also has a lot of like padding missions, like really bad broken missions as well. The game is quite glitchy for a AAA release. And one of the main problems that people cite, and I do agree with that, is the game doesn't let you finish the game when you have X amount of stars, the way Mario 64 does. You have to beat the 7th mission of each level before it lets you go to the end, which completely removes the freedom of choice that you had in 64. So even though you can do them in any order, you can't get to the end until you do exactly the missions they tell you.
Yeah. One type of padding I didn't like in that game is, you know exactly what I'm gonna say, right?
The blue coins?
Yes. Too many of those.
Yeah, way too many. But there's also just and the fact that every time you pick up a blue coin, it does a pop-up and asks you to save for every single one. It's bad.
Yes. I never found all the coins, I believe, because they were. I mean, when you have like just a few more and they don't tell you, do they tell you in what stage you'll find them, or does it even say?
I'm
like,
not
oh,
sure if they do. They tell you
stage?
about shines, but they don't tell you about blue coins, I think. And yeah, I gave up too. I gave up.
Into this.
I remember having 119 shines and like 6 blue coins, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have to spray every wall in Noki Bay to see if there's a secret blue coin in the wall somewhere or hidden on the beach. If you spray the water in a specific spot.
It's kind of dumb, and then you get the sound effect that tells you that, oh, here's something, keep spraying.
Yeah, Sunshine is one of those games. It's the only Mario game of the 3Ds that I would say play it, finish it, don't try to complete it. Don't hurt yourself like that. I don't wish that on anyone. Just get to see the credits. And then you'll have a great time with it. But don't try to get everything.
Access provided.
You can grab these things and fly, by the way. Whee. No, this is mine. Oh, you can have it, I guess.
But yeah, lots of information. But yeah, if you ever want to try the Marios, Thomas, I'd be fascinated to hear your thoughts.
Take me to some treasure.
Yeah. Maybe I'll start with the first, and
This is
then
my stop.
see how far I get.
Airborne.
Use the WASD keys to go up and down. I think S to go up actually. It's like it's like flight controls,
Stop at the end.
plane controls.
You're cute, but you're dead. Light
But yeah, if you want to start with Mario 64, it's definitely it's a worthwhile part of gaming history.
I'm not sure if I want to play
Never
64.
thought I'd live to experience that.
You don't want to play
Yeah.
64?
Precisely, like, I don't really care about the history part.
Ready to use.
It's more like I'm expecting game mechanic level of polish, at least with camera and all that, that game simply won't have. So I'm a bit afraid that it will frustrate me to an unreasonable amount.
You know, the camera is a concern, but the game allows you to tackle missions in such a free order and has such a robust and good movement system, even back then, that I think it doesn't really matter. But that is, I admit, a nostalgia talking.
Man,
But
that's-
I think it's at least warrants giving it a chance.
This is one of them things that seems like a bit of a pitfall when you become like I had a friend that also became a video game designer, and I guess that kind of spoiled him because he felt like he couldn't play certain games because I'm so bothered by this or this thing after learning these things, and that's just a shame. That
I've never I've heard people say that all my life. I have never felt that way. I have never lost that sense of wonderment at games, even though I've learned
That's
how
good,
to make
that's
them
good.
as well.
I think stepping through this field gives you... It's like a temporary damage reduction in this field, but it also applies to enemies.
It's pretty, but the pollen sticks in my beer.
Sentry gun needs assembling. Sentry off.
Slow down.
Yeah,
Oh,
Donkey,
Swarm
Video Game Donkey actually made some good videos about the 3D Marios and his opinions on each.
Reloading.
Sweet.
I am in a tough spot.
Oh, where be you?
I'm
Seems like all the bugs spawned in this end of the place. Right. Well, let's
I'm
head on
sorry
over.
for running away.
Scanners show the wave is thinning out. Take out the rest of them, stat.
Oh, here they are.
I discovered secret cave entrances. That's where I went. Yeah, but I acknowledge that I'm heavily what's the word? I'm not judging them fairly, right? Like I'm just trying to be as honest as I can about, like, this will probably impair my judgment to such a degree that I can't give it or judge it from their own merits in the context that it came out in, right?
Well, you know, aside from...
Where'd you go?
I have no idea where I went. Aside from the dated visuals, I actually think like the core of it is already in its place, you know. And I think considering that fact, I don't know if it would bother you that much. I think you could enjoy those games. Especially
you don't have to,
if
of course.
64 is maybe iffy, but like Galaxy and Galaxy 2 you would enjoy. There's no question.
Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah.
They-
And I
they
really
nailed-
want to, yeah.
They nailed the camera and everything in those. I think like every single step of the way in those games were kind of pre-programmed. So
Yeah.
isn't that sort of like in Odyssey that the camera is not really adjustable by the player? It's all done. Every step of the way is done by the devs. So you always get like the most optimal view.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Which
but
is-
The Mario games are really, at least those I want to play, are 3D World, Mario Galaxy 1 and 2. At least those three. But I'm perfectly willing to go back to at least the 2D ones and see to what extent I can stomach the early 3D ones.
yeah, the early 2D ones I wouldn't worry about. You in the sense that you will probably enjoy those. The thing
Yeah.
is, Nintendo kind of mastered 2D game design very early on. It's like maybe like 1 is probably the only one that you would have any possible problems with. I think once you get to Mario Brothers 3 and further on, you're gonna have a great time.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, one is. I mean, they really did improve on the overall feel of physics after 1. 1 is very like if you're running full speed in one direction and you jump, there is no way to reverse that. Like if you jump and then change your mind about it, you'll fall into a hole. You have very little control over the character in the air, basically.
Mm-hmm.
It just feels stiff in a way.
Yeah, it's interesting how some games did that by design and some people consider that good. You know, you've
I'm
played.
not gonna dig down.
Have you played classic Castlevanias?
Me?
Well, both of you.
Nope.
A little bit, but Castlevania. That's one area where I kind of I'm not really a big fan of the old
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, it's-
Way too stiff. I feel like my favorite is 4, because it's so much better in just about every way.
I can totally agree with that. What's interesting, I have no idea where you guys are, but oh, there we go. Just had to dig straight down. So, Castlevania was completely limited in that regard. Like when you jump, not only can you not control your yourself in midair, you're stuck on an arc. So it's gonna do exactly the arc that a jump has, and there's nothing you can do about it at this point.
Yeah, and that means it's so very, very stiff. Like, I just don't like it.
And the
feel
whip,
of that.
the whip has a delay, and I remember seeing this really fascinating video by, of course, Egoraptor, who was complaining about Super Castlevania 4 because in his perception, the original game's design, like that sluggishness, that slightly unresponsiveness, was part of the design to make you plan ahead. And that's what I've always found kind of weird. It's like, are we sure those weren't just design flaws? Also, I died. Or technical limitations, for that matter.
Fall behind again.
Where are you?
This purple thing needs to die. Another one. Let's get you up so you can be part of this fight.
Thank you, thank you.
It's very physical.
Yeah, I think I do need to stop after this mission because I am falling asleep at the wheel as usual.
That's what I was thinking when picking
Ready to kill
this one.
some more crates.
What's going on here?
But yeah, old games. Yeah, I liked the Donkey videos about the classic Marios. The 3D Marios. Yeah, actually there's many interesting games to try if you're gonna go down the Mario rabbit hole. Like for example, Super Mario World 2 Yoshi's Island is one of the first games to really try to have an art style. Like up until this point, you would have, you know, sprites, and that was kind of it, but Yoshi's Island tries to have kind of a crayon, water painty look. Like the characters are kind of crayon drawings, and the backgrounds are kind of these water paint pieces. And it is a very pretty looking game, even though it was way back on the Super NES. Also, crying Mario.
Well, there's nothing more powerful. There's not a more powerful sound in the world, I think. Crying baby. It evokes a very it's an ingrained response.
Yeah, but it's also very bad for my mental health to hear babies cry.
Look what I found!
Morkite quota met. There was some first-class mining team. Escape button on the mule is activated.
Alright, let's go. I'm gonna press the button right now. Okay?
Everyone, can I get some attention?
Go ahead.
We're sending in the drop pod. Head for LZ.
Mark!
Head for
We've
Elsie?
got a
Who's
motorized
Elsie?
cable here.
Up and away.
Let's see. Gonna see if I can fly this back. Right. Up.
I see a pattern with Swedes and flying.
Drop pod has arrived.
Swedes and
The mule has
flying?
been called back.
Flying.
Yeah?
Really?
Drop pod departing in T-minus 5 minutes.
Desquitos.
Oh, okay. But these are way cuter than the Desquitos, though.
Yeah, this ain't no Dead Squeedo. But there are those in this game. The Bactera. I thought we haven't seen many of the new ones though. We haven't seen the new Dreadnoughts either, have we? They added 2 new boss types.
Oh yeah, we haven't really seen much of that. But this biome is very pretty, at least. I'm enjoying the glowy, lighty, whitey luminescence.
It's freaking dark too. Which is not great if you're a scout. Like, it kind of just swallows all the light.
True.
Not all of it, some.
Drop pod departing in T-minus 4 minutes.
Aren't you being lazy? Space for one more?
Let there be light!
Lloyd.
Take it easy! Light is up! Let's clear them out!
Yeah, I almost forgot that I have to get up a bit early tomorrow.
Oh, it's not too late.
This one's for Carl!
Yeah, there's we're gonna do a small meeting with the other student teachers, discussing the upcoming
3 minutes.
teaching job some more. Basically, it's a lot of the prep work is done, but now I need. Sorry?
I am in trouble. I'm trying to get to drop pod, but I'm holding on for dear life. Oh, thanks. But please continue. Meeting tomorrow.
Yeah, that's basically it. I have a meeting.
Initiating launch sequence.
How do I...
Thanks you for your good work.
As a driller, I know how to get there, but...
Without
Oh,
you.
Ah, you're just gonna follow the signs, signposts. But, like, there are arrows in each one that points to the next one.
ah.
Yep, I am actually at the drop pod right now.
Thanks. All right, exciting. But, looking forward to it. Or?
Yeah, well, it's mostly just gonna be informative, you know, set some expectations, explain what their expectations are. But yeah, it'll be good to have like a clear image of what they need.
Come on, we have to leave now.
So yeah,
Is there still a moment that you have to prove, like, I'm capable of doing something, or is it already been proven?
oh, there's nothing to prove. No, it's just information about the upcoming time. We're all locked and scheduled in. There's nothing to talk about in that regard. I just need to get an idea from the teachers who are already on duty about the projects the students are doing and how I can assist.
Okay.
So yeah, it should be good. Should be interesting.
Good work. We're pulling you back in.
Sounds great.
I'm getting tired too. And I also have to be up somewhat early. Gotta pick up my work clothes for next week.
Oh yeah.
Well, well, well.
Indeed, I'll be picking up a care package. One full set of clothes and a bag with a towel, a helmet. What else?
Helmet
protection.
even.
Yeah, you're required to wear hair protection, eye protection, and a helmet at all times when working there, and fireproofed clothes.
One mission to go.
It gets pretty sweaty
Milestone
under those
completed.
clothes.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Yeah, the helmet, you have to walk through a lot of tight spaces, and there's like wires and pipes and stuff in the ceiling all over the place, and you bump your head quite often at that place. So the helmet is it's a godsend. But it's also a reason why you often bump your head into stuff, because it adds a bit of height to your head. Like it's not flush with your head, so it's sometimes not easy to estimate how tall you actually are. So you do bump into things a bit more often, but whatever. You have a helmet.
Indeed. Right. I think I'm gonna close the game right here.
Indeed.
Without too many more shenanigans, because I am very sleepy weepy.
Yeah, it's past 11, so.
Alright, then I'm also gonna just end the stream here. Thank you guys for joining, and that'll be the end of the stream.
Yep.
At least if the game lets me go to the other monitor. Oh, okay, OBS is crashing, that's good.
Great.
Yeah, if it's still... It looks like...
Great.
When it won't even like the close button.
Yeah.
So you have to